Hey guys, hey! Welcome to the infamous Sylvia channel. Live with Dottie. You gonna see the back of her shirt? It says "Free R. Kelly." Free. Oh yeah, we got it. Free R. Kelly. This is the front of it. Free R. Kelly. Now here's what we're gonna do tonight, y'all. Since FMP is the person that's like sponsoring this live today, I need you guys to go and subscribe to them. I'm going to put the link in the channel, and I need you guys to subscribe. If you subscribe, the person that gets, I think, 500? What did we get? 500? 500 views? 500, not views, but subscribers. You get a free t-shirt like us. Hello, you get the free t-shirt. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put the link in there right now. And you guys go subscribe. Go out there, come back and subscribe. Hey guys. Hey. Welcome.
Y'all, I'm sorry we so late. But we had to eat. It's been a long
And thank you guys for feeding us. We got to eat real good at an expensive restaurant.
I found out. I thought I was leaving on Thursday, but I will be here until Friday. There's no court Thursday. There's court on Friday, so I had to get out. Just give us like 1 minute so some other people can join on these on my Facebook. And we'll get started.
Thank you. You digging me? Y'all subscribe. Go out there and subscribe while we wait, okay? Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Let's get the numbers going. Let's get the numbers up. So what's the numbers look like, y'all? What's the number look like over there? Thursday is nothing happening on Thursday. Thank you, Tissa. Thank you for subscribing. You're gonna get the t-shirt. We're gonna do a drawing. Okay, those that are subscribing, give me your name.
Yeah, just support. This is the only radio station that's Chicago-based that's still playing Rob's music on the radio consistently. Right. So they came out, they interviewed some supporters today, and they gave us these t-shirts, and they wasn't scared to put Free R. Kelly on the back of it. So just show some love.
Yeah, here it is. All of those that says that they're in there, I'm gonna put your name in. And I'm gonna see who wins the t-shirt. I saw Tis. I subscribe, right?
How you pronounce that? Kayla? It went away.
Okay, y'all. I need Rhoda to subscribe. Okay, gotta put the name Rhoda.
Oh, Daddy Lolo said he subscribed ages ago.
That's too late. No, that don't count.
Daddy Lolo, just verify that it's the same one because it's a different link from the one that I know that I was sending out before. So can
Black
you just
Beauty
verify it, please? Because it might not be the same one.
Black Beauty. Y'all going so fast in this. Okay, I'm trying.
What's the radio? Okay, let me put it on here. I'm sorry. What's the radio station?
Okay, I'm writing the name down. Henny Hen. Okay, I'm putting the names in. Miss Leo. Oh yeah, y'all going so fast, man. Come on, you need to help me write these people's names.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, no, she gonna write the names so I can get started, right?
Impress.
Right. Hold on, let me just fix my Facebook, y'all, and I'm gonna get started.
Impress. Y'all going so fast. Nyla.
So everybody over here on Facebook, if y'all heard, if you share the link, if you subscribe, we're gonna put your name in a raffle, and then you guys get free t-shirt.
Free t-shirt.
Free t-shirts. Let's see.
Oh my God, y'all going so fast.
There it is.
Y'all going so fast with this. Subscribe, Shamika. And we're gonna do the winner at the end of the show today.
Hey, everybody over here on Facebook.
Facebook, you gotta get the people.
I'm
Facebook
so sorry.
wow.
Elise, ELLICE.
All right. Is the numbers going up over there?
I wish I could pin this. No, not
You don't
yet.
have the phone? Let me go get the other phone here. We'll check it for this phone. Let's see. Ooh.
Did you get Robbie?
No, I didn't get Robbie.
You got Val?
Val, I got Val.
Nova?
No, I didn't get Nova.
Okay, Tiffany. I gotta put Tiffany because that's a common name,
Okay.
so I put Tiffany Hill.
Just keep going. It's 265, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's going up, y'all. The numbers are going up. Come on, y'all. We got
Hey, Spitfire!
Spitfire! All right.
Y'all know, how you say her name? Alizé. Thank you, Nova. I'm I know y'all probably already heard a lot about what happened today at court. So if anybody if y'all want me to, just touch on some points or some things y'all may have questions on before I just get all into this, y'all can let me know and I can do that. Hey Trina. Hey, can you go subscribe, Trina? The link is in on Facebook. And I seen that you called me. I'm sorry. I'm on live, obviously. Oh, okay. So y'all know that the Mayweather twin, she finished her testimony today. They started out with her. She we started late today again. We started at 10:05. It was the prosecution's questioning still. How do you say her name?
Alizé?
No, I say Alizé. So it's the other twin opposite of Suzette. So whoever the other one, I know how to spell it. I don't know how to say it. Elizabeth. Okay, anyway, so the judge started out talking about the motions for the motions of limited evidence, and she said that it is relevant. Oh, wait, first I want to tell you guys, Jane Doe number 20, she was supposed to testify. However, when she made it to New York, she began to have a panic attack this morning and some type of mental breakdown. So the government agreed that they won't call her on as a witness. So she was supposed to testify that Rob assaulted her. I don't know what year. I don't know if you heard about that. I don't know what year that was, but she's no longer going to be testifying. And evidence is relevant witness.
Guys, continue to subscribe, y'all. Come on. We need to get to the 500. Because we're not going to do the raffle if we don't get 500. I'm telling y'all.
And when y'all subscribe, the radio host Gino, he will be playing R. Kelly mixes. He will be putting a lot of R. Kelly mixes on there. Like I said, it's the only radio station in Chicago that is still playing all of R. Kelly's music. So you got to support it. Okay, so back to what I was saying. The witnesses, let me see, the judge had basically ruled on the motions of limine, and she said that she will allow it. She said she's going to allow those witnesses to testify about their various sexual encounters with Rob. She's also going to be allowing the audio recordings of Rob allegedly verbally abusing someone. She says that it's relevant because it shows what the witnesses have been describing about his behavior, and it describes that their behavior was controlled when they were with him. What's this? Attention, keep your toxic ass shit out the chat. Who toxic?
Oh no, that's not for you to read. She's smart. That's mine. She tell people don't be toxic.
No, I just want to know who was a toxic person and what they said.
Oh.
Okay, so at that point, Rob had some questions about the motions. So the court they took a little break, and so his lawyers can go in the back and talk with him privately about whatever his concerns and things was. Dottie's. Thank you. Elise, yes, I do. She just posted it in the link. Thank you so much, April. Thank you. Dottie, what radio station? The link is right. The link is if you scroll up, it's in the top of the chat. Hold on, I'm gonna have her put it in here one more time. Hold on. Continue talking about it. So like I said, the other Mayweather twin, she was still on the stand. So they went back to saying the last time that they had that they talked to her, they were talking about her employment when she was an assistant with Rob. Thank you. So like I said, they were saying the last time the Mayweather twin was an assistant with Rob, they asked her what did she notice about the female actions. And she said basically when Rob walked in, they all got up to kiss him. All of them would. They asked regarding the bathroom. She said, well, basically they would just have to text her to that they wanted to go to the bathroom, and then she would reach out to Rob. And she had to go. She said she was able to just get off the Sprinter or wherever they were and just go. They asked what about the girlfriends, and she said that they sometimes had to, if they were on a Sprinter, they would have to use cups. They asked her were the cups always available. She said sometimes. She said they said you mentioned that you used to accompany the guests, and she said yes, it'll be to the malls, massages, nail salons. She said her role wasn't a particular one, but her role wasn't for her to do those things, but she did, and she will be the one to handle any male encounters. We kind of touched on that yesterday too. She needed to let them know. And then they were basically, they showed, it was exhibit 240P, and it was text message from her to Rob. And it was basically like October the 27th, 2015. She texts, okay, we're together. Then she texts, we're going to the mall. Then she texts in a taxi. Then she texts headed back to the hotel. Then she texts in a taxi. And then she texts they're back in their rooms. So they was trying to show whatever they did, she had to make sure Rob was notified of every move that they pretty much made. These text messages is from, she said, make sure you got her. 2015.
I already did her. You worry about yourself.
No, Diana Copeland was not. It was the Mayweather twin, the sister, not Suzette, the other one. She said, can't remember. She can't remember that day that she was sending those text messages, who she was actually talking about. And then, let me see. So more text messages, March 27, 2016. She texted him headed to the water tower. And then she texted him again, just noticed that text didn't go through. Then she texted him again. She said, left Old Navy. Text again, headed back. Text again, taxi is 5 minutes away. So she was just showing that they had to make sure he knew their whereabouts. But I mean, that still doesn't say crime. You can say, he's a little bit protective. So they asked her what rules did he have for his girlfriends when they were going to the salon. Said services needed.
It's at 190, now it's at 298.
Services needed to be provided by females. He only mentioned that to her once. He wanted to make sure that the person doing the massages was also a female. They asked about the elevator rides. She said she observed them facing the wall if males were on the elevator. All punishments were imposed by Rob. She said they may be left on a tour bus or in a room. Rob was responsible for that action. Who's telling me to slow down?
I don't know.
Is it me, Pretty Brown Eyes? Look at my sister.
Ma'am.
Oh,
You just leave
I'm
that
trying to see what
alone.
she's saying right
You leave that alone. You worry
Okay.
about that.
See what you want to know that they needed me to slow down.
No, I have to get these people name here.
Okay, so the text from 2015. She said she was in the studio on Justine. She said Jane was in the room on the first level of the studio. She started to be in that room around 8:00 the day before. So it was according, they were going based off of the text messages that the twins were sending each other. She texted her sister, niece has been confined to room since 8 p.m. She said Juice, V, and D are in other rooms upstairs. He has gone home. She sent that at 7:30 p.m. And they said that Jane couldn't come. Wait, hold on. So they were saying that she hadn't been out of the room and he's left. He left and he went home since the day before. So whatever day that was, 2015, she had been in there since 8 p.m. the day before. Another time was Mother's Day weekend, 2016. I believe they said that date was Sunday, May 8th. They had to show her, she couldn't recall what happened on that day, so they had to actually show her some documents, and she recalled. She said that was actually Exhibit 240S. She said she was in Chicago. She was actually working for Rob. They showed her a calendar to prove that day was May 8th. And they showed the text messages from her to her twin. And one of them you guys probably seen because they had actually leaked this a while ago, where she said, I don't know, we're on here now, but she's in the back. She said, it's been peaceful. I'm just summing it all up because I know that a lot of people have seen these text messages before. She said, it's been peaceful. I got so much needed sleep. I didn't even hear her back there. I don't even think she went to the bathroom. Something ain't right. They asked her, she said she was on the tour bus across the street from the studio. She stayed with Jane on the tour bus because she said, well, she really don't know why she stayed on the tour bus with her, but she said, but it had to been because Rob asked her to stay on that bus, because otherwise, she's pretty much, that's the only reason why she was actually just stay on that bus with her. So it had to be something that was asked of her. She said Jane did stay in the studio sometimes, and there was a room for her had she been allowed to stay in the studio. May 10th, 2016, he left a female sitting in the foyer. She texted her twin and said he left a female sitting in the foyer. Unless he texted and told her something different, she'll be sitting there for about 3 hours. And she said, we left. Jane is still sitting on the bus since Saturday. VJ and Rebecca was a friend of his, is with him, and they're headed to the gym, laughing out loud. Did you hear, they asked, did you have any conversation about Rob putting Juice on punishment? And she said, yes, she asked him once about Juice because she hadn't been traveling with them to like the gym and things like that. I guess Juice was always with him when he went to the gym, and this particular time she wasn't. And he just said, yes, Juice gets punished too. May 16th, 2016, they were showing her an exhibit. She said she was in Chicago. She arrived early that morning on the 16th from LA. She went to the studio. She doesn't recall where she had went after, so then they showed her another exhibit, which was 246. There was a text message at 7:33 a.m. and she said, fucking tour bus, got to the studio 30 minutes ago. So she had got to the studio about 7:03 that morning, just to relieve.
Sorry, can I make an announcement one more time?
Yeah, go ahead.
We got 463 people in here. That's enough to get to that 500. We need those people who have not subscribed. Go and subscribe to this channel. go subscribe to this channel, and to this channel I just put in the link. Get the numbers up, and remember, you're gonna get put into the raffle for the T-shirt. This wonderful T-shirt. See?
Yeah, it's on the back.
Boom.
Hold on.
And she'll do the back. I do the front. She'll do the back. Do the back.
Okay.
You do the back. There she go. See the front, and that's the back. Boom.
Facebook see it?
Yeah, the Facebook can see it. Oh, can you see me, Facebook? Okay. All right, here we go. Sorry. Get the numbers up. We got 468 people. If you get every single one of you guys go in and like, we'll be at the number and we can do the raffle.
I don't remember where I was at now.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you fine.
Miss Kissy, you're the next one. Hold on, let me put these people's name in there. And,
Okay.
and don't forget to click the like so it can move up.
Anybody want to be in this raffle on Facebook? Just say you subscribe. Oh, Kimberly, just scroll up and subscribe to where it says FMP, please. Trina says, hey.
Hey, Trina.
The FMP light. Once you do it, let us know so we can put your name in this raffle.
Yep.
Okay, so she said on the tour bus was Diana. She basically went to relieve Diana from the tour bus. It was only Diana and Jane on there. She said she stayed a couple of more hours. She don't recall actually even seeing Jane on the bus that day. It was a text. Mr. Kelly said, come to the bus. She got a text from Juice saying Mr. Kelly said to come to the bus to put Jane up. And she texted back, okay. She then went and got her and then took her to the studio. She doesn't recall how Jane appeared when she went and got her. So they show her some more texts. So May 17, 2016, she sent a text to Cash Howard. She says when she gets, and we all know, we seen this one. This was actually leaked on IG too. I think it came from that. I think it came from that R. Kelly saga page where she leaked these text messages. It says, and I'm summing it up so it's not the complete text message. When she gets to Florida, she needs to run and never look back. She should be living the fun life of an 18-year-old senior, etc. She looked rough and eyes were puffy. She was left here last night in the studio. And then they said that she had sent that 36 hours after she arrived to Chicago. May 17, 2016, she also texts, something is really strange about the punishment of the little one. The little one is Jane. They asked, was there a time you got a phone for Dominique? Yes, around June 2016. And she got the phone. There was text messages that they had from June 12th, the 16th, the 17th, from her, Dominique. So basically they said it's safe to say that you bought it a little bit before the 12th because they just based it on the text message when she got the phone. They had discussed between her and Dominique, they had discussed her using a code when she did text her, and the code was instead of her using her name, she just would use her room number so that she knew it was her. And she said, just in case she was around Rob or he seen her phone, that way he didn't know that that was Dominique that was texting. And she said that Rob never confronted her directly about the phone. So if you guys remember when Suzette had testified, she mentioned that Rob tried to accuse her of getting the phone, and then she called her sister, and her sister admitted, no, I got the phone. So that's why she say never directly, but she was on the phone with her sister when he was talking to Suzette about it. So, okay, so that's basically what this is saying here. Let me see. She said that she had actually stopped working with Rob because of a confrontation that she had with Jane. So they talked about this a lot. So if I'm gonna talk about it now, so and then that'll save us a lot of time. They went to a show. He had some type of awards show, and when they went in, it was a big thing about who escorted who. But what it ended up boiling down to is that they were being escorted by another employee. And then when they got to a certain area, there was a vending security or something that was supposed to let them inside of this particular place by the stage where they were supposed to sit. And he wasn't doing that. So she asked him, can you please let us in there? And when he did that, he was not, it was her, I believe Azriel, and then one of some other girls. He was actually standing the furthest away from Azriel. But she says, he doesn't need to be here. We need to get up in there. And I guess the way she said it, she said it yelling in the twin's face. And the twin basically told her, hold on, pump your brakes. You're not going to be talking to me like that.
Antoinette, you didn't subscribe yesterday because we just doing this today.
Yeah, she was like, you're not finna talk to me like that. So they got into a verbal altercation, and I think at that point, Jane proceeded to text Rob about the situation and what happened. I'm kind of jumping ahead, so y'all just bear with me because I don't want to sit on here all night tonight. Have I seen him? She said she hasn't seen him since that incident with Jane. After the concert was over, she went back to the hotel and then she dipped. She didn't come back. She only seen him once on FaceTime, and that's because her sister was on FaceTime with him and she didn't know, and she happened to walk past and she seen him on the screen. She said they never really talked on the phone. Maybe every now and then they would send a text message, hi, love you, and that was it. There was no further questions from the government. Cross-examination. You had a role in surviving R. Kelly. She said somewhat. What was it? She said she was the story advisor, y'all. I don't know if nobody knew that. She was the story advisor behind Surviving R. Kelly. So when they called to try to verify these people's stories, they were speaking with her. The person that was only there for 6 months in her testimony, she was only around him for 6 months, was the person that they used to verify all these accounts that they told on Surviving R. Kelly. She said it was what I said, consulting, fact finding. And they asked her, Koenig asked her, but that was fictional. And she said, well, I wouldn't call it fiction. She don't recall when she started working with them. They would basically just call to verify the statements if it was true. Koenig had asked her about it being fiction again. When he asked again, there was an objection and then there was a sidebar. She came back and said, you testified that you worked for Rob. Yes. You started around December the 15th. You went to June 10th, 2016. Yes. He said, so you worked for 6 months. Yes. So he asked her, so you basically formed pretty much what I was just saying. You formed a whole lot of opinions to only have worked for someone for 6 months. She said, no, I didn't. They said the text that you testified to, you go back to September 2015, but you weren't working for him in September. And she said no. So basically you were just around in his business and reporting gossip. And then she literally said, they said something, and then she said, no, you can call it gossip. Yeah, that's what it was. So she was just, just reporting, just gossiping between her sister, and really Cash. She said she worked as a correction officer. They asked her if she had a criminal record. She said no. And he said, okay, so you've never been arrested. And they objected. And then he said, okay, well, we'll come back to that. You attended his concerts. Yes. Came a time that you would receive a pass. And she said, well, not necessarily a pass, but I went backstage. So she said that she went backstage a few times. Okay. She said she went backstage a few times. But then she said she eventually did get a pass, and it came from her friends and his people. Koenig tried to ask her, well, how was you dressed? But the prosecution kept objecting to that. He said, well, was you dressed sexy? And then they objected. It was sustained, but she still said no. So I think what he was trying to get out, the other girls were trying to say because they were this or they were that, that's why they got passed. They look young, and we all know that she don't look young. So he was just trying to say, well, why did you get a pass if they was just giving them to these certain type of girls because they were young or whatever the situation was? That's what he was getting at. And if you were paying attention, you would catch on to that, even with them sustaining it. Definitely, she said she was definitely an adult. She was grown. She was in her 20s, and they asked her about, I'm sorry, what that question was, objected. So it was sustained. Was there other people backstage? Yes, lots of women, correct. Ages. She said she didn't pay attention to the women like that, honestly. There came a time before your employment, you went to a party at his home. Yes, the first party was with someone named Romina. Yes, you said you saw a number of people at the party. She said it was a small little crowd. You saw women. Yes. None appeared to be underage though. No. Went to another party with your friend Nisi. She said she was almost denied entry, correct? No, it's because she was taking pictures. No. At this party, you said that you didn't see any underage people at the party. She said, well, I don't recall. Kennick started to ask her about some male knocking on the door, and when he came in, he gave a letter to Rob. She said she didn't recall that, and then he kind of shifted off that question and went to something else. So he started talking about you brought a musician to Rob. Her name was Nikki. He said, and Rob said that he would work with her. She was in her 30s, maybe 40s. Brought her to his studio. It didn't work out because she was a lazy artist, and that wasn't Rob saying. That was the twin saying that she was a lazy artist. But he did try to help her with her music. What's the lady name? Burrell. What's that? Yeah, Burrell. What is it? Burrell. So that celebrity. That celebrity, Kim Burrell, was actually brought to him as well. Well, Kennick says you brought Kim Burrell to him. No. You didn't ask Rob to work with him? No. He started working with he said he did that. He started working. Yes, my sister and I introduced the music to his music director, but that's how that all worked out, is what she's saying. That wasn't something that they personally went to Rob and said, listen, we want you to work with this artist, such and such. So Kennick was trying to show that there was numerous artists in the 6-month time frame that she was working with him, that she was trying to get a lot of help and everything for. She asked again, did you ever see him with any underage girls? No. Do you recall what year Jane's graduation was? 2016. Jane had, she said, Kennick was asking, so Jane had some schoolwork to finish it. She had to do schoolwork in order to finish to graduate. And she says, I have no knowledge of what she was doing on the bus. Go ahead.
All right, guys, get the numbers up. You see they got a pink one. We got a blue one.
Yeah, I got you that and the font set.
Is there another color?
Color, we got another color.
I like that pink one, y'all.
Yeah, here's another one.
Do anybody have any questions for me?
Then you got a white one, y'all. But we gotta get the numbers up. We need 500. Remember, we said that. They got
Pink on pink.
another pink on pink, y'all. Come on, y'all. Get the
Hi, everybody on
colors too, if they
FMP. Hey, how y'all
pink on
doing?
pink, y'all. Come on, we got all these T-shirts.
I'm just going over what happened at R.
this is
Kelly's
the,
trial today
that's
for
the,
everybody.
If I put this phone
This is Mr. What's his name?
For everybody that
Gino
don't
V.
They're gonna
That
Mr.
don't
Dino
know.
V, y'all.
What up, y'all? Gino V with FMP.
All right, there we go, y'all. Here we go. Gotta get those numbers up. We got 560 people in this chat. We need these numbers up.
Queen Diva, she is the mess. I would have never thought that she would have been behind that Lifetime shit. Like that kind of like I was so surprised when I seen that and I cursed. My fault.
There she
Can
go, cursing
y'all
again,
put
Get the numbers up.
Can y'all
Go ahead.
put-
Somebody put the link in so y'all can go ahead and get the numbers
somebody
up.
wants to know, can their names go on the shirt?
Sure.
They said sure, absolutely,
name can go
Shana.
on
Your
the
name
shirt,
can go
whatever
on
you
the
like.
shirt.
Hit us up, info@fmpforyou.com.
No, but they gotta win it. They can't.
They gotta win.
They gotta
Oh.
win it. I told them there have to be 500 likes. I
Oh.
mean, new
Hey,
subscribers.
Kim.
How many you got right now? How many you got right now?
339.
330. Guys, only 339. There's 547 people
Who's
in here.
behind the IG profile?
For
Okay, y'all. Let me see. Where was I?
FMP.
Anybody got questions?
Can you pay for it? We'll think about it. I'm just joking over. Come on, subscribe. We're trying to get
She said,
subscription
I'll
here.
take the pink one if the red one's. It's a red one.
It's
We
not
got
red.
red.
This like,
You get a red one.
This is
oh,
burgundy.
you can get a
This is
red one, but
burgundy.
this is burgundy. So if you like this one, it's burgundy.
It's burgundy. Look at it. These are some pretty. Look at this.
I
y'all.
like, what the one that I like, y'all?
Look at this.
What?
The pink
The
one.
It's
pink
in her
and pink.
lap.
It's
It's
on
in
my
her
lap.
lap,
My
right
lap.
I like this one. Tell me that's not pretty. I like that. This is pretty.
And it's not the
Good job.
not the cheap T-shirt either.
No, it's good.
No,
It's
it's
good
not.
quality, y'all.
It smells good too.
See the
I
back?
had some liquor, y'all bear with me.
Got free.
I like that though.
I like this one too. So
Yeah,
guys,
that's got the gold, the rose gold.
guys,
blue.
all you
I got
gotta
blue
do
on.
subscribe.
You
Subscribe.
got
Subscribe.
blue.
I got black and blue on.
You thinking me said you got your
Oh
black?
yeah, he got.
Got
You got the
blue.
black and blue.
Got black and blue over here.
So,
Hold on.
We got a model
I
for
know
you.
he got model. It's the black and blue one, y'all.
Turn
See?
around, show them the free kills on the back.
Free kills.
Yeah.
What color is
And
that?
it's the actual
Look,
station.
he got-
They was
Mine
standing
is the
outside the
free
courthouse, y'all, with these free R. Kelly t-shirts on. Tell me that ain't dope.
Get it out. Get the lights
Yeah, I
up.
like the rose gold. Yeah, I like. Okay.
Could you stop saying
That's
that?
it. That's it.
Yeah, they said it
Let's
like
go
that
back.
too. Anybody got any questions so far? It wasn't confirmed, but I'm just piecing it together. Yeah. Oh, Maria, what's the shot colors? I'm from the shot. What's the shot colors? It's a.
You get to choose the color you want too. So get the lights up.
Oh, put Kimberly Fleming's in here because she subscribed.
Oh, Kimberly subscribe. Yeah.
What's the chat link? Hold on 1 second. We're
I
gonna
need
go
y'all
to the chat.
to go ahead on and hurry up and subscribe.
We're gonna put it in this link for y'all over here.
If y'all don't get to
Bear
that
with me 1
500,
second.
I
I'm
will
getting
not,
right
I-
back to it, y'all.
I
I'm
will
getting
not
right
do
back
it.
to it.
How many we drawing? How many
Oh,
we
red,
drawing?
black, and white.
How many you giving away? We're giving away 4 of them. So get the, and I'm not pulling the name until we get the 500 subscribers. Okay.
They get 500. I'll buy the 5th one for the person.
Okay. Then it's gonna be
So
5.
it's gonna be 5.
5. Priscilla for subscribe. Okay. Priscilla.
Okay. All right, y'all. The link is in here. Wait, so you said red, black, and yeah, you know, he sure did wear a whole lot of red. But you know what else he wore? A lot of gold. Red and gold, black and gold. That was his colors too.
Oh my gosh, more people. Hold on. I gotta catch these people.
Yeah,
Hold on,
they sent over
there's
here.
a lot of names that just came through just now.
Okay, y'all.
What
Hold
does
on.
FMP stand for? She just asked. I know it's
Let me put it
family
in there.
something radio, right?
Family Media.
Family Media something.
Family Media 1 production.
Family
Family
Media
Me-
1 production. Yeah. There's so many people I missed. Hold on, we gotta go back up. Okay, I got Terry. I got
How many
Nikki.
more witnesses? Okay, so let me give an update on that. It looks like the prosecution will be resting their case this Friday, and the defense will start calling their witnesses on Monday. So that's what it's looking like so far. They did enter a lot of new witnesses and some evidence or whatever that the judge made admissible today, but I don't know for sure that all of those people. You got Shayna Richardson.
Hold on.
Well,
Shayna
because I got you.
Shayna
Is
Richardson.
I'm saying it right? Shana?
Shayna Richardson.
Yeah, SHANA.
And A.
So you guys, the prosecution was still this is still the Mayweather twin. They asked about let me see, where was I at? Skip ahead, base.
And those who's not subscribed here, make sure you subscribe, okay?
Did I finish this? Okay, so we was talking about her bringing us the musicians.
Bobby, I got
This
you.
is gonna be the. Yes, Lola, Mayweather, not Suzette, the other one whose name I can't pronounce. She was the one that was blacked out on Surviving R. Kelly. She was the
that was
snitch.
the one.
Remember they said
That's what was
employee 1 or 2, whichever one.
Oh.
She was the one that was blacked out. She was the one that they was calling to confirm the information. She was the one giving pictures. It was her.
Wow.
And the only thing that she said that could have made her that pissed off with Rob.
She wanted him.
Well, the only thing that she testified that could have made her that pissed off with Rob that she would do that is because of the altercation her and Azriel had, and she felt like someone told her Rob made the statement, "My girls never lie to me." So whatever Azriel and them told him, he was gonna believe that, and he did not even. Now this is the man that they say is mean. He does this. He got all these rules. He puts girls on punishment. He's spanking. He's just the worst. He's a monster. But this is the man who didn't even confront her about the situation, and she was more mad that he didn't confront her than the fact that he did. So that's why she quit. And you held that much of a grudge that you would take that to lifetime, and you would get $3,000 to turn on this man like that. And to sit here and support some statements that you wasn't technically even around for. You would work for him for 6 months. So some of this stuff that you was sitting here co-signing for, you wasn't even really there to technically witness it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, got your name. I seen that. Okay, so then she spent most of her time. She spent most of her time basically just trying to bring him other artists and get him to work with people that she knew. Now, keep in mind that these sisters, they do work in the industry, so we knew that. So they would find these artists and bring to him to try to work with them. And he didn't say no. So he always did what he had to do. She pulled out one of her artists because she felt like she was a lazy artist and she didn't want to work. So she stopped him from working with him, not that he wanted to. So let me see. They asked about, can it went back to the friend being starstruck. She said she wasn't recalling that that's what happened. So if you guys remember, Suzette testified that they had actually went to a party, one of Rob's parties, and her friend the security guard had asked her if she took a picture because she took a picture of his banner, and he didn't take the phone or anything. He asked her, "Did you take a picture?" She said yes. He looked at the picture and he basically just told her, "Don't take any more pictures." So the other twin was there as well, and this is the incident that they referring back to. She kept saying she didn't believe that was her, that she wasn't there, that she didn't say that. So Koenig went back and he showed her the documents, and she really she said that it says, did this refresh your memory that you was there? She said no. He said, but you see it right here. She said right. She said, but it says Mayweather. So I guess she was trying to say it doesn't really say which Mayweather it is. So instead of going past that, I'm just going to tell you what happened. He eventually went right back to this question, and he was able to show her the document again. And on pages 1 and 6, it shows that it was her name, and she's the one who said that to the government. So then, yeah, she was basically like, okay, that was me, but she said she still didn't recall it. And again, he constantly asked them, are you the people that's sitting in the room with the government when y'all giving these statements? Do y'all see that there's marshals and stuff and they writing it down and they taking notes? Do you guys see that in there when y'all giving y'all statements? And yes, that was us, but still we didn't say that. I told you that she said that she started she said she only got called to talk to the government 3 times. After the first time of working with surviving R. Kelly, she didn't know the actual date, but she received the amount of $3,000. She said she made herself available for them to contact her at any time. On March 6, 2019, she did an interview with the government. She didn't recall. They showed her again, but it says you did. And she said it could have been, she said, and it would have been you and not your sister, because again, she was trying to say certain things with her sister. She said, correct. Having looked at the document, you said earlier you didn't think it was you that gave the interview. Look on the page 1 and 6, which I was just talking about. Do you see your name? Yes. So you were the one. She says, that's what it's showing, but that's not what I said. And they said, okay. Kandick had joked, okay, well, let's see if we got a few more things that the government got wrong. And so there was an objection sustained. They went back to the Kimberell incident, and she gave, you're familiar with Percy Brady. She said, no, not by that name, but she said of what you just called him, but she pretty much was. Didn't you ask him to ask Rob to get a audition for Kim? She said, no, not in those words. I told them that I allowed Percy to hear the music, and he was so impressed that he went to Rob with it. So asking again, wasn't it true? So wasn't it true that you took Kim to Percy to get Rob to audition? She said, no. She didn't tell the government that. So they showed her another document. They said, do you see it? She said, it's in here, but that's not what I said. So where? Okay, then they went back. They asked, so were you at the graduation? No, my sister was. They asked, do you know what month and year? She said she didn't recall, well, that of the graduation, she didn't recall the month, but she knew the year was 2016. When you said she was on tour, you don't know, when she was on a tour bus, you don't know why she was on that bus. Correct. Have you ever spoke to Rob about why she was on that tour bus? No. Wasn't it a luxury bus? And she said, well, not in my opinion. And they started saying, but didn't it have like the bunk beds, the bathrooms, didn't it have all this like luxurious stuff? And she said, still not in my opinion. He said, but he used this same bus to travel across the country all the time. Yes. He went from the east to west. Yes. Through mountains. Yes. Was this the times when you saw people urinating in the cup? Because he was basically saying during the time that they was going through mountains and there wasn't bathrooms, there wasn't cellular service or anything. Was this the time you could have possibly seen these people urinating in a cup? And she said, well, I never saw them. And they said, wouldn't it be they were urinating in the cup because of the long stretch? And she said, I don't know. So the judge asked the question again. And she says, well, I didn't see it. But she did see when they were exiting the bus, she claimed she did see cups. And she would see when they were disposed of it. But she was saying like, well, I didn't actually see them peeing in it though. So she says, that she'll see it, never saw them do it though. He said, and you never smelled it, you never held it, you never picked it up, and you never really seen them doing it. And she said, yes. And he says, but you knew everybody was doing it, huh? And she said, yes. How many times have you traveled on tour with Rob? She said, a few times. Were there times you had to use the bathroom? Yes. She said she held it. So that means she would hold it, but then that means that maybe some others couldn't. So there is a possibility that the reason why they were using the cups was because there wasn't no bathrooms. They didn't stop or couldn't stop. And that was the reason why they used the cups.
Next time I see a big tour bus on the highway, I'll think of them.
Yeah, because it was more than one bus, y'all. So it was more than one bus. And remember, if I'm not mistaken, Jane testified to it being like 3 tour buses and 1 sprinter. The sprinter in the middle of it, and most of the time it was only 2 people that was actually on the sprinter. So keep that in mind.
John freaking.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, guys. The numbers are not going up. Okay, we have all these T-shirts, and I need the numbers to go up, guys.
Hey, Corinne. Corinne, can you do me a favor? Can you please subscribe to that channel, that link that's up there? What's ringing? Is that my phone? Oh, he calling. Yes, this is from the R. Kelly trial.
Y'all subscribe, please. Subscribe to that channel. I just put the link in. Of course, subscribe here too.
It was none on the bus that she was on a particular bus, so he had several.
Okay.
I can text them from my iPad.
Oh.
Make it easy.
And when you subscribe, Corinne, can you put Corinne's name down here?
Corinne.
For a shirt. You're gonna get a t-shirt. Let me show y'all.
This is for us to raffle for the T-shirt. We need you guys to subscribe to that channel. Thank you. Subscribe to both channels. Well, there's really 3 channels you need to subscribe. If you're not subscribed here, you just subscribe here. If you're not subscribed to this one, this is the one where you get the T-shirt. The one we're putting in here now. You're gonna get the T-shirt. Thank you, Denise. I got you already. I got most of you guys that said subscribe. And travel the world, you don't have to do it there anymore. I got you. All right. T-Sizzle, do you subscribe? Okay, T-Sizzle subscribe.
Okay, so then they begin to talk about this is still the Mayweather sister. How do for the t-shirt? Okay, let me have her put it in again. 1 second. If you want if you asking for the money for a t-shirt, I'm gonna hold on.
How y'all doing? This is for the freebie.
Yeah, what we doing right now is for the free t-shirts.
That's
If
what
y'all want a t-shirt and you want to pay for it, you got to inbox me because I have to get that information from them. I don't know it.
They're trying to get that 500 mark. So I need y'all to subscribe to that channel so y'all can get once they get to
okay. Hold on. I'm gonna send that cash out to you. I'm sorry.
Cash out for what?
Venetia said, I don't want no t-shirt. I want to send you money for travel. Oh. I'm sorry.
You need 110 more, y'all. We need 110 more. We got 660 people in here. We should have it there. Come on now. 660 people here. Come on.
Anybody over here have any quick questions? Okay, hold on. Let me have her put. Oh shoot! I didn't turn the camera. Okay, can you put them?
Thank you, Chastity. I got you. Okay, did I miss anybody else? Rita, whatever size you. Wait, listen to this. Whoever wins, we'll get your size, and you'll get that size. Okay, you haven't won yet, so I don't need your size.
They already claiming it. I'm with you. I'm claiming it. I need a size. I'm with you.
If you haven't, name is going inside this bag here. Your names are going in this bag. I'm gonna raffle it. I'm gonna have her to pick it out, so it won't be cheating.
Venetia, I literally got to stay up here a whole extra day, so anything helps. I promise. I thought I was gonna be able to leave Thursday. But I'm not. I got to stay to Friday. There's no court on Thursday. It's a Jewish holiday.
98 more to go.
I'm staying up here a whole extra day.
I missed a lot of people. You don't know if I missed a lot of people, Nakia. I ain't missed a lot of people. Trust me. I got the names down. I got people saying their name twice. I got your name once. Your name.
Oh, so y'all, let me tell you, this girl, before she was even working with Rob, he was sending her to his shows on his dime. He was paying for her hotel. He was paying for her travel. He was paying for her food. She wasn't even working for him, but she was doing all it. And mind you, she didn't testify that she was sleeping with him either.
She slept with him?
No, I'm saying she didn't even have
Oh.
to. He was just doing this from the kind of. She was somebody that just showed up legit at his shows. She was just somebody that was just showing up at his shows, and you know, I guess eventually he was like, well, she always around. So eventually he just started paying for her to be a part of what she was already paying for in the beginning. So if that shows you what type of heart he has. She had access to his properties.
Nice.
I got your name already, Corinne. Let me see.
Some of you guys are repeating yourself.
They asked, did you ever see, let me go back to that. When you were on trips, did you see him deny anybody bathrooms, food, water? No. Did you see on any of the properties him deny anybody bathroom, food, water? No. But you did see him lavish them with gifts, with gifts all the time. And she said, yeah, there were times he did that. When they went shopping, she started out saying Nordstrom, Saks. And then she said, well, whatever stores they just wanted to go to, they were allowed to go to. And they handled their own money. So each one of them had their own cash. She didn't have to pay for nothing. So it's not like he gave her the money and said, well, spend this and stuff. They each had their own credit cards and that he was funding. And they was able to do that themselves. She said the only thing was if there was a male cashier, she would have to take their cards and pay for whatever they needed to be paid for. But they basically had their own money. I mean, they were getting $5,000 a month. She said when Rob come into the room, they would kiss him, right? Yes. And he would kiss them back. Yes. And then he stood up for them or opened doors for them. She said, well, I don't recall that.
What?
Yeah, that's what she said. And then he asked, now you've seen Jane talk on the phone with her parents. She said she mostly talked to her father. She did not like talking to her mother. How do you send me cash up to?
What are you doing?
What's ABS? Apps.
Mm-hmm.
Apps.
Stomach.
That don't make sense. We owe. Ungrateful that you ain't never like. I put it in the link. Does that not work? Yeah, and so she said she's seen Jane talk to the father a lot, and those conversations seemed happy, although she said she didn't recall referring to those conversations as happy. But again, that's what she told the government. And but she didn't talk to her mother that much. She said Rob paid for her brother to come to see her, and he also paid for the mother for all the travel, hotel, food. He paid for all of that. She talked about, they talked again about the verbal altercation that her and Jane had. And it basically the first time it was the prosecution, but this time it was the defense going over what exactly happened. And she just told the same story that Jane pretty much tried to curse her out, or she got loud with her and she told her, you're not about to get loud with me. And after she said that to her, she got quiet, and she was like, well, she got quiet. But then once they left, the other two girlfriends that was there had came back and told her that Jane had told Rob what had happened. And he said that he's going to listen to his girls because his girls never lie to him. So she got upset by that. She felt kind of disrespected, and that's why she left that same night. Let me go.
I got 98 more to go, guys. Come on, get the numbers up. Hit the like button.
I'm not gonna keep going over this same thing about her and Azriel getting into it. She told her she needed to lower her voice. Jane stopped talking at that point in time. She started texting, and so she said she started texting Rob too because she knew that was who that she was texting. She said it only lasted a few minutes. She felt disrespected. Okay, and so at this point, almost everything that came out her mouth, Candy kept saying, but that's not what you told the government. And then she said, well, yes, it is. And then Kanika turned around and showed her a document showing her that that's not what she told the government. So at this point, he started saying that. He said, but that's not what you told the government. She said, I don't know what I told the government, but I know that's what I should have told them. That's what it should have been. And everybody started laughing. Because that she was frustrated. You could really tell she was getting frustrated. She said Rob had called her sister and told her sister to call her to offer her job back. She said she didn't when he and to insist. But she didn't take the job back. She turned it down. But they said that she did when she was hired. It was to assist Summer. She said yes, but she was more his personal assistant. She was hired to take care of, they asked, were you hired to take care of the needs of his girlfriend? No. Hired to take care of Rob? Yes. And Summer? No. She said she wasn't hired, but she said she wasn't hired, but at the beginning they did talk about her taking her helping Summer during her pregnancy. That was a conversation that they had, but it was never part of her job. She ended up, like I said, refusing the job. That was her decision when he offered it back to her. And after she refused the job, she said he made no more attempts to try to get her back. They asked her about Rob paying for her air, hotel, and food, correct, showing docs on what she told the government of the various trips she took before she started working for him. They went back to asking about Jane's conversations being happy conversations. She said that she didn't remember. It does say that she said that they sounded like they were happy conversations she was having with her father, but she didn't remember actually using that word happy. They asked again, did he ever ask you to deny food, water, or the freedom to move around or to recruit women? And she said, no, he did not. So at this point, the government redirected. They showed Exhibit 2402. That was 3 telephone numbers that she had on her phone for Rob. They asked about the text exchange. They said that when you were talking about the text exchange, you said something about you can call it gossip from the text that she was sending to her sisters. They said, but when you wrote those texts, you were writing truthfully. She said, I was. In this case, is this true? Is everything that you're saying now truthful? She said it is. The texts were written before you actually did the Surviving R. Kelly, correct? She said, true. Asked about seeing underage girls. You were asked about seeing underage girls. Yes, I was. Was there a particular part when there would be where any of his females would be like in a VIP section? And she said yes. And she said they asked her about the VIP section. She said there were drapes to separate them. She said, and that's the section where all the girlfriends would be. She said not always, but yeah, that's where they were. Then the government asked her, well, when you seen them, did you ask for identification? And she said no. So basically this questioning is because she told the government that she's seen no underage girls at his parties and things. So the government tried to come back and say, well, Rob had these girls secluded off into this area, so you wouldn't have seen them because they were behind curtains sitting somewhere off to the area. Although she did go into those places, she said she did not always go into those places. So, and then they were like, well, even if you went up in there, you still wouldn't know how old the girls were. Did you ask for identification? And she said no. They said when she met Jane, she was 17, correct? She was, but she said, but I didn't know that. They asked you if you ever seen him hit or hit any of the girls. But you told them no. She said, but the majority of the time he was behind closed doors with his girlfriends. And she said yes, and she said, well, could you tell what was going on behind those doors? And she said no. So basically, they're saying he could have hit them, like they testified to, or whatever they testified to. You wouldn't know it because you wasn't there. You wasn't behind the closed doors. When you were on the bus with Rob and Jane, was there? And they was on the bus. Kanik objected to that question. Judge overruled. Did you ever hear something that sounded like a hit or a spanking? She said she heard something like a lick. She said Rob was in the room and she was in a seating area of the bus when she heard it. So what I don't know what a lick is, but she heard a lick.
Look.
What's a lick, y'all?
Look.
Right. That's a licking a stamp. What's a lick? I'm like, I want to know what's. I think she said
dog licks.
I think she did like that or something. I couldn't look up to see what she did, but I swear I think she did something like that.
She tapped. Oh, okay.
Hey, Justice for RK, you be sharing my videos. Y'all can't hear me over there? I'm sorry. Y'all can't hear me? Thank y'all for tuning in. Okay, let me get back. I'm stop trying to get sidetracked. Okay, so she said, when they recalled a question when asked about Jane being on the tour bus and asked, was she on the tour bus because she wasn't doing her homework? Correct. Was they asked, was Juice in high school? No. The time you discussed Juice being on punishment, but there was a time you had discussed with him about Juice being on punishment. Correct. When you said punish to him, you used that term. So they were trying to say, Rob, okay. So she said, when you said punished, you used that term. Correct. And then Rob used the term. Correct. But when you said it to him, he didn't act like, oh, don't say that word. I don't punish my girls. He didn't say that. He just said, yeah. And just went along with it and agreed with it. And she said yes, but she clarified he did not use the word punish until after I had said it first. They said, is there? They asked about the because remember the defense was saying Jane was on the she was on the bus because Jane wasn't doing her homework. A few people didn't testify to that. So he had her on the bus to do all this homework she needs to get caught up on. So the government came back and said, well, was there a table and chairs in the studio? Yes. Was there a laptop area where she could sit her laptop down? Yes. When a girlfriend was on punishment, did they get to go shopping? She said no, they stayed at the studio. And what were the terms for you to come back? When he asked you to come back, did he give you some terms? What were they? She said, yes, he wanted me to come back for 6 months without pay. She said that you testified about several guests being at events that occurred in the 90s, correct? But you wasn't working for him then. No. Do you know who Niecy is? Niecy is the girl that I was telling you guys about that took the picture at the event and the security had to tell her to put her camera away. So she said, correct. Niecy isn't, because remember they referred to Jane as Niecy. So they clarified Niecy is not the Jane. No. Security asked if she did. She said yes. He told her not to do that and they went on into the party. They asked questions about when the government was trying to say, when we took these notes and things like that, did you check it for accuracy? And she said no. They also show her a paragraph where I guess that they signed when the government interviews these people, they sign something and it says on there, it shows reports made are not verbatim of the statements made during the interview with the government. and she signed off for that. So I guess she was trying to say all the times Kanik had said, because almost each and every time she testified to something, Kanik had documents to prove that she had actually said something else during her interview. So, I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. So, the government came back with that, saying that we're not gonna basically, our notes are not gonna be verbatim, but it's not even that it's verbatim. It's way off from what they're testifying to in court from what they have in their notes. It's completely off. And then if that's the case, that means that whoever was taking the notes wasn't even trying to get anywhere close to what almost each and every last one of the witnesses that came to the stand has said. They weren't even trying to hit nothing on the head. Everything was off because the defense has basically made their case based off of what these people have said to the government when they were first interviewed, opposed to what they come into court and they testifying to. So they ain't even trying to get it right.
420.
Was your job to...
Come on, guys, get those
They asked about the incident with her and Jane at the show. They asked her, was your job to provide security for these girls? No. Did he provide the security when they were at this particular event? No. They asked the defense asked you about Rob's standing when girls walked into the room. She didn't recall that. They asked her, did Rob ever stand when you walked into a room? And she said no. So can it cross-examine? They asked you questions about being at Rob's party and not being able to check IDs. Yes. Was that your role to check IDs? No. Oh, well, that was a role for security. Yes. And they actually had a staff at that party that was there to just check IDs. And she said, well, I can't say what they did and what they didn't do. You said what happened behind. They asked her, you said what happened, the incident between Rob and Jane had happened behind closed doors. Yes, so you really don't know what happened behind those closed doors if it was behind closed doors. Correct. So after hearing the lick, did you hear anybody crying, screaming? Did you hear any noise whatsoever? She said no. He said, bottom line, you never saw any underage females. Correct. You never seen him hit anybody. No. And you never asked, you don't know why, and you never asked, why was Jane on that bus? Correct. You testified about chairs, tables, and it being a space for Jane to work on her schoolwork at the studio. However, it is a studio and they're recording, correct? Yes. There was noise in the studio, correct. There's no noise on the bus, no distractions. She said yes. So he ended his questions. Government come back and say, but is the studio soundproof? Yes. So they trying to say it don't matter how much noise was in there or if they was in the studio recording loud music, it's soundproof. She wouldn't have heard it anyway. So that's when they ended that testimony with her.
426.
Come on, y'all. 426.
Thank you, said Kelly.
Let's get it up.
I'm finna go into the. Keep in mind, he was also married to Gladys Knight. Yep. Oops, I keep doing that.
Come on.
So the next witness, y'all, it was a gentleman by the name of Nicholas William. He was another prosecution. And don't nobody have no more. They buying lunch. Yeah, they is trying to make homework on a bus of crime. And there's so many people that testify that for some reason, for this girl to have been locked in these rooms for as long as they trying to say she was, I don't understand why she couldn't keep up with her homework.
She need to be locked up in the room with the homework. What's the number?
So Nicholas Williams, he grew up in Springfield, Illinois.
It didn't go up.
He went to school for product design for medical devices. But he actually got his associate at Full Sail University in auto engineering. He said at the time of his graduation, they had put him in contact with Chicago Track Studio. He went there in 2003 where he was an intern. He said he think he may have got the job around May or June. He worked there for 1 year. He was 19 years old. They showed a picture of him, and he had said that it was a very embarrassing picture. He said when he first accepted the position, he didn't know he was going to be working for Rob until the first day. They told him that Tom Arnold is the person that had not hired him, but that was the person that he reported to that morning. And he said, your job is to do whatever Rob wants you to do. He said he didn't know who Rob was. So Tom says, are you serious? You're going to be working with R. Kelly. And he said he was very excited because he knew, he was a high profile celebrity. So he was excited. He said that eventually he found the difference that there was a difference for working with Trax and Rob, because at that point in time, Rob had actually bought Trax Studio. So now it was going to be, it's the chocolate factory. So he wasn't working for Trax. He was working for Rob. They showed a picture of Rob and they showed a picture of Tom just for him to identify. He said he worked with him daily from early on. And in the courtroom, he couldn't identify Rob. He looked and then he was just like, well, can he remove the mask? Rob pulled the mask down. He said, well, can you pull it down some more? And so Rob pulled it down a little bit more, but then Rob put it back on his face, and because Rob was like, fuck this dude, honestly. And he turned and he looked at Tom Farinelli, his lawyer. He said something to him, and then the guy goes, oh yeah, that's him right there. He's in the blue suit. Yeah, that's him. So then he talked about he signed an NDA. He basically saying anything that goes on in the studio has to do with Rob or whatever. It's not to be discussed with media, family, friends, social media, anything like that. That's basically what the NDA consisted of. He said certain things started to make him feel uncomfortable. He said Rob was very hostile. The work environment was not a good one at all. He said he also thought that at some point in time, he would be allowed to use the studio equipment. He wasn't. He started as an intern. He did all the cleaning. They had him cleaning bathrooms, sweeping, mopping, doing all kind of stuff like that. Eventually, after 3 months, he got promoted to front desk. He was paid $6 an hour, but keep in mind, minimum wage was $6.15 then.
I thought it was $3.35.
No, they testified it was $6.15, and he was paid $6. Eventually, and then he was allowed to let people into the studio.
What year was this?
2003. And he said he let people in and he answered the phones. He worked for 4 days straight from 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. the next day. But sometimes the guy that had to come in and replace him, he said he was always late. So he ended up working overtime. So it went from 14-hour shifts to 16, 17-hour shifts. He says timesheets were used to receive payments, and it was a form. He always got paid in a form of check from Base Productions. The dude that worked the day shift before him, his name was Blake Sharon. He said he also met Donnie. His name was Donnie Lau. Mm-hmm. He was a business manager. The head of security at that time was named Big John. Ian was a primary engineer. Abel was a primary audio engineer. Jeff, he couldn't remember if the picture of the person they were showing was Jeff. His name was Jeff, but he was also an assistant engineer. So he basically said he had to answer phone lines. They asked how many lines were there. There were 4. He would answer all 4. There were additional lines throughout the studio. So they have phones. So when these girls say that they were in rooms and things like that, not only did they have their cell phone in the room, but they could also go out into the hallway and there would be phones in the hallway. So like he described it, if he wasn't at his front desk and he was somewhere else in the studio and the phone rang, it was always a phone right there for him to be able to answer the phone from anywhere. So it was multiple lines. There was a room. He just started to describe the warehouse. So not the warehouse, the studio. There was a room for warehouse entry, room for telephone wires. There was offices, there was lounges, there was a recording studio. Tom's office was on the first floor near the security area. They asked did anyone else answer the phone. He said if he wasn't answering the phone, it was Rob. And at one point, they would just answer studio, but then they changed it to Chocolate Factory. The government asked, why did they make you answer the phone and say Chocolate Factory? I'm assuming because that was the name of the studio, but with them, it could be because, I don't know. Ain't no telling. He was selling chocolate illegally or something. I don't know. It's Rob, they said why. He said because Rob directed us to. What type of people would come into the studio? They said his personal trainer, artists, actors, people, female guests, employees, of course. What was the process for females? When females called, next to the phone, there was a piece of paper. You write down a name and you'll write down the last 4 digits. So if you guys remember the multi-lines, they have digits for each line. So he'll write down a line. He'll basically take it upstairs to Rob. How he described it, I'm sure it wasn't this complicated. He said he'll literally get up there. He have to wait till somebody acknowledge him to let him in the room, wherever Rob was. Then he'll go stand in the room and he'll just stand there until Rob actually acknowledged him. Then when Rob acknowledged him, he would let him know, here, this is what you have. And then he said Rob would either say, yeah, man, I got it, or no, I'm not here. Did some of the calls come from outside? Yes. But then they was really trying to say, was some of these calls coming from girls that was sitting inside? So he said yes. What was the procedure for those calls? Pretty much the same thing. Where would the females be? They would be sitting in lounges for Rob. Yes. We braked at that time. During the break, when I came back, I knew I heard them playing some of the audio from that BET special that Rob had did when he was introducing Aaliyah. So they were playing that. Witness continued. They said prior to lunch, we talked about phone calls. Do y'all mind? Her name is okay. They talked about phone calls coming from the inside of the studio from females. Yes. Did you use the same process to get the info to Rob? Yes. They asked him to describe the exterior part of the studio. He did. They showed pictures. What kind of visitors did he get? Once again, they asked that question. He said artists, actors, personal trainers, his close entourage, other employees, and any female guests after a show or a performance. If someone came, write down the name of the person, run it up to Rob. There was a buzzer to the main door to let people in. When Rob came to the studio, he actually just came in. There was a garage in the front of the studio, so he didn't go through the gate. He lifted up the garage. He pulled into the garage, and then there was an elevator. The elevator took him directly to the second floor. They talked about cameras being all throughout the studio. In the hallways, there was a camera in the garage. Did you let females in? Yes, but before they would be let in, they had to get he had to go get info on where to place the female guests. Left to do concerts and etc. The females come on occasions. Yes, and some will sometimes enter in the garage with him, or they came in an hour or so later. Noted, he said one thing he noticed about all the female guests was that they were very young and that they would stay for days. Some would be there from like Thursday to Sunday. Direct rules for him was not to interact with any of the guests. Do not look them in the eye. Do not speak to them. No extra conversation. So find out what they wanted and then leave it alone. And he said that info came directly from Rob. Were there times you directed various females to different areas? Yes. So sometimes multiple women came in at one time. Is that a surprise? Received calls from the inside was rare that he would, but if he did, they would most likely just be calling him because they were requesting food. He said he had to find Rob, let him know, get instructions on how to proceed. And if Rob wasn't there, he said that was really rare that the girls were there, but he wasn't. So he wouldn't so he really couldn't recall what he would do. He said, but there would probably be someone else that represented Rob. And so he would find out what to do from that person. They asked him, did you have a convo with Donnie or Big John about if they would call for food or anything like that? He said yeah, and most of the time, if that was the case, that they would just go retrieve the food for the guests themselves. So they ate. Your battery is low. But he's saying if no one was available, he really can't say what he would do. He couldn't recall because that wasn't a situation that he really had encountered there. Shy Tracks. I like Shy Tracks. When it arrived, he delivered it himself, or he sat it outside, or he would hand it to the female guest, or Rob, whoever. Or sometimes Rob would deliver it himself. The reason, he said when he interacted with the girls, he said that they all seemed sad. They kept their eyes on the ground. Capital D 312. They weren't allowed to move around the studio. They asked were they allowed to move around the studio? Oh, absolutely not. Others were unless it was a blackout. So a blackout basically meant that no one that wasn't a part of Rob's entourage was allowed upstairs. Then he testified to saying, this is funny because he testified to saying, although no one was allowed upstairs, he knew that it was females walking around upstairs.
Actually, how you know he wasn't allowed to go?
Exactly. I'll jump ahead on that too a little bit because that's really canny part. Where did they tell you to be when they was? Okay, so they asked, where did they tell you to be when there was a blackout? He said he was required to stay downstairs behind the desk. There weren't bathrooms in all of the lounges where the females were sometimes placed. So that sometimes females guests called to say they needed. So he said sometimes they were called and asked to go to the bathroom. He wasn't allowed to escort them, so he would give Rob the message and then he handled it. There was one bathroom downstairs, and the bathroom at the back end of the hallway had a shower on it that had regular studio access. So that wasn't a bathroom with the shower. That was like in one of the lounges where only certain people can get to it. What year was he there? He was there 2003. He only stayed for 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. He did 3 months of interning and then 9 months of actual work that he was getting paid to do.
$6 an hour.
What did you observe about them, the girls, when they were leaving? There was an objection, and then they rephrased the question and they asked, were they escorted when they left? Yes. Mm-hmm. Did you observe the rooms that they stayed in? Yes. Did you hear Rob and the females? Yes. Most of the time he said he heard them having sex and yelling. He said Rob would be the one yelling. Was he married the whole time? Did she come to the studio? Yes. Rob's wife had a personal assistant and a driver. So the driver would always call to let them know when she was coming. And when she was coming, he said he had to drop everything that he was doing, stop immediately, and then write a note. This video ended. I think because your phone is dying. I'm sorry. So basically he said because the They had to drop everything that they was doing, and he had to write on a note. They never wrote the wife's name down, but they just referred to her as important. So anytime he seen the word important on the list, he knew it was regarding his wife. And that reason was the reason they had to do that and get the letter to Rob to let him know his wife was on the way. And this is his words. He said so that there were no young guests in the studio and to see if he was going to be available. He said that there were Christmas lights that hung in the rooms. There were LED lights up in the rooms, and Rob carried the remotes to each of
How
the.
do you know about the rooms?
I guess when he had to go up there to give Rob the when he had to deliver messages and stuff, he would go up there and see. But he said Rob had the remotes to all the rooms because when he entered the rooms, he wanted to be the one to cut the lights and stuff on. There were locks on the doors, not on the outside, but on the inside, on all the front doors, studio, offices, and bathrooms from the inside. How long did you work there? 1 year. He ended May or June of next year. He said because it became clear he wanted a career in engineering, but he wasn't going to be able to do that with them. They never allowed him to touch a piece of equipment.
Sounds scorn to me.
And he said Rob was just mad every day.
Every day, come on.
He got tired. He was literally like, and then his wife, and then I had to deal with that when she was coming. And he said, he said, I was nervous about coming into this court, but he said, I was happy when I finally got the opportunity to stand in here and look this man in his eyes. He tried to go off on Rob, y'all. Like, he literally got loud and everything. He's like, I was nervous about coming here, but then I thought about it. I'm finna get the opportunity to look this man in the eyes and tell him. And they said objection. It was sustained. It was a whole sidebar about that. The judge had to tell for the first time, tell the courtroom to ignore everything we had just heard in the courtroom.
How can you ignore that?
I think you gotta.
How can you ignore people?
Yeah, so he really showed his true colors. Yeah, he got loud. He very soft. He's so pissed off that he did not get the opportunity to be an engineer, and he felt like they used him as a receptionist. He said right after that, a couple of months after he left, he said that the building was demolished.
Guys, what's up with the? Okay, I'm not gonna do the raffle if y'all don't get the number up. We need like what? How many we need?
That's a good thing. Yeah, they even
65 more.
He said, I don't know if you said LCD lights. He said LED lights, so I don't know if that's a difference. But yeah, I don't think they even had them lights then.
More. Okay.
You know what? It should just be media. He didn't want them talking to the media, not social media. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't it sound? That's what it sounds like. Jim Derogatis. Okay, y'all. Let me keep going. Okay,
I'm getting tired.
she ain't going to sleep tonight, y'all.
Y'all,
Tell her she shouldn't have had a pina colada.
did I have that pina colada?
Yeah, you did.
I had, well, I mean, how much?
The whole thing.
She
So they said that the building
Lord is
was
watching.
demolished.
The Lord is watching. Now,
The building was
you're my
demolished.
witness, right? See? Thank you.
So after the cross-examination by Koenig, so he ended by saying that the building was demolished, y'all. So Koenig started with that. So have you seen the building since it was demolished? At first he said yes. And he said, they asked when. And then he said, well, no, I didn't see it. And then they talked about the blackout. It meant that no employee that he asked, what was it? He said it meant that no
ma'am. Minimum age in Chicago was 5:15 to 6:50.
Yeah, he testified it was $6.15 an hour and he made $6 an hour.
Yeah, but it's from 5:15 to
So he
6.
was still getting paid more than what he was supposed to. But just listen to this because Koenig got him. So he asked, what was the blackout? He said it meant no employee that was not a part of the entourage was allowed to be upstairs. And so Koenig asked him, so how do you know who was up there moving around? And he was like,
He snuck up
Yeah,
there.
I don't know. And they said, so when you worked at the front desk you worked the front desk as a receptionist, correct? You was offered minimum wage. He said less because he wasn't getting paid for his overtime. And he said minimum wage was $6.15. He was paid $6. And he said, but you agreed to that, right? Yes. Did you ever have any encounters with the engineers? He said, I had encounters with them on a daily basis. He said, but they never offered you a job, right? No, they didn't even want you to handle their equipment. Correct.
Why is that?
You told the jury. So basically he was saying right there, why you so mad at Rob that you didn't get to become an engineer, or that it wasn't pursued, but you're not mad at the actual engineers that wouldn't even give you a job up in there. They didn't even want you to handle their damn equipment. That says something about your work ethic or whatever you were up in there doing. So be mad at yourself, not him.
Did you say first?
No, I didn't.
You said damn.
I said, girl, damn is a river.
You didn't use it in that terminology.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I was talking about when Robbie
said
singing
a
that
river?
Sam Cooke song. I was born by the river. Y'all know it? Damn. She can't handle her alcohol. Right.
I didn't drink.
So they said, nah, I'm not. I'm just. I can't see.
She can't see.
I swear everything is so blurry, but I'm doing
She
good to
can't
not be
see.
able to see these notes though, right? I see like every other word on my notes, but I took in so much, and that just shows how much I was paying attention that I'm still able to tell y'all how it was said in court, and I can't even read half the stuff that's on this paper.
Shamia, I didn't drink. Don't believe her.
And I had a drink.
Don't believe.
So,
Please,
man, I'm
please be
good.
my witness.
I'm good.
She's the one that's drinking. y'all.
What they say?
She's the one that's drinking.
What they say? My mind is like an elephant when your
It's
memory
purged.
is good.
She look
I'm
at
a Capricorn.
look.
I'm a Capricorn, so my memory is like an elephant. I can't even read what I'm writing here. I'm
She
looking
can't
down.
see because
like,
what? Why can't you
What?
see? Why can't you?
Everything is blurry. It's blurry, but I can hold on. But no one.
She's functional right now, y'all.
I'm getting the message
How
out.
many did you drink? How much did you drink?
I drank everybody's drink at the table tonight.
Told y'all.
I wasn't gonna let no alcohol go to waste. That's a crime. That's a RICO. I couldn't let the alcohol go to waste.
But she's functional, y'all. She's doing very
I'm
well.
thank you.
She's doing very well.
I'm very
But
accurate.
this trying to
though.
put it on me.
All this is on memory, y'all. Okay, so let me see.
Can you see?
Female girls, you told
She tried to put it on me.
they was by she throwing me out. Okay. No one could walk around. Okay, you said that the female guests could not move around freely, correct? But no one could really move around freely. He said no. The actors and the artists that came to the studio could, and he said, well, but they could, but could rob his friends. And he said, he literally said, what other friends did he have besides the actors and the artists that came to the studio? Wouldn't the trainer be around to move freely? Yes, but you wouldn't know unless you were upstairs what the trainer was doing, because that's where the trainer was at, and that's where he said he wasn't allowed to move around there. So you said only the female guests weren't allowed to move around. When you went from room to room, did you have to knock? And he said, no, I think you asking the wrong questions. And Candy said, don't tell me why I'm asking the wrong question. Just answer the question. Did you knock on the door for Mr. Kelly? No. When you will go to the trainer, or did you have to knock on the door? No, I'm sorry. He asked, did you have to knock on Tom's door? And he said, well, Tom's door was open. So after all these years and stuff, every single time that you went to Tom's door, it was always open. He said, well, if it was closed, I would knock. When he should have just said, yes, he has to knock when he goes into the rooms. They asked, did you retrieve food for Rob? He said, yes. And other employees, Cannick said, and record executives, I guess. And he said, well, I really can't recall any real record executives coming there. Were you able to move around with artists and actors in the building. He said I was able to move around with actors and artists in the building. He said such as Tyrese, B2K, Beyonce, Sylvester Stallone, Cash Money. He said I interacted with all of them. And so Candace said, really? You interacted with all of these people? He said, yes. He said, what did you say? He said, good morning. He said, oh, so that's your idea of interacting. He said, well, I was able to do more than that if I wanted to. How often did you see him? He said various times. Sometimes I wouldn't see him for 4 days in a row, and then other times I see him for 5 nights in a row. They said, well, isn't it true at these particular times of the night that Rob was playing basketball? He played basketball every night at the same time. He said, I don't know. He said, do you know that he even played basketball? And he said, yeah, he did. And then he said, well, do you know where he played? No. They asked him, name one person that he played with. And he said, I believe Junebug. He said, well, what time would he come back? And he said, well, there was no set time when he would actually come back. But when he came back with Big John. But where was Junebug? He said, oh, you know what? Sometimes he would come back with an entourage too. Like he would leave by himself, but then he'd come back with a big entourage. They asked, did he have a live-in girlfriend? He said he didn't know. He said, well, isn't it true that he played basketball every night at the same night? And when he played, he took all of his girlfriends with him. And he said, I don't know. And he said, you wanted to be an engineer and it didn't work out for you. Is that correct? And he said, yes. So that's why he's upset. It ain't even worth me reading the prosecution. So, okay, y'all, I'm going to break this down because after this, if there was no real testimony, they had a lot of stipulations. They had stipulations, which yesterday we was talking about. You like, what's a stipulation? I Googled it. I didn't Google it. The judge told us that. She said it's an agreement between parties regarding evidence. That's a stipulation. There was 10 new different types of evidence that they wanted to introduce into evidence. And the judge basically made everything admissible. So they just went over all the exhibits on what they're going to make admissible.
Wow.
So this won't take long at all, but it's a lot of numbers. So if y'all have questions, y'all can start asking the questions about the witnesses, because as of right now, I'm just going to be going over some of the evidence that they're trying to bring into
People, look. We need 60 more subscribers to the FMP channel. Get the number.
They can't see you.
Okay, y'all. Okay, I am not going to do the drawing if you do not get those numbers up. I need 60 more. Please.
This is for a free t-shirt. I'm going to show the t-shirt one more time for the Facebook.
She's going to show the back and I'll show the front. You guys show the back. Oh. And I'll show the front. See?
Am I showing the back?
Yeah, we're showing back. See, free and color. Free and color.
And we found out that they'll put your name on it.
Yeah.
Whatever. They'll add your name and stuff onto it as well.
Your own name. Got the white one. You see the white one? You got the pink one.
I'm going to show y'all my favorite one.
You got the... Oh, that's not one.
She's showing y'all her drawers.
That is not no drawers. Okay. You got the
blue
drawers.
R. Kelly.
Got the blue one.
This is my favorite one, y'all. This sexy.
So, how many we got? We need now.
This sexy.
Oh, click the link. Put the link in. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in. Okay, Lynn just subscribed. Put Lynn. Lynn just subscribed. Who's the other 5? 4, because it's 55. You got, who's that, Khadijah? You got, who else?
Okay, what's the link?
Ethel
Hold on.
said she wanted the red one, but you
What's
gotta
the link?
subscribe, Ethel.
Let me give it to Miss Chrissy.
Lindsay.
Put the link in there. I'm sorry. One of these days I'll remember it.
Did you subscribe, Ethel? Smooth J, did you subscribe? I want to do the raffle.
Yeah, and see the one, not the, and you talking about the rose gold. Unpopular opinion. Yes, this one. You talking about this one? This is sexy.
Val,
I like this color.
Jessica.
Ain't it pretty? I like that. It's a someone else today. One of the supporters at the courthouse. They had a turquoise color one, and it had the purples and stuff, and this rose gold in it, and that was really pretty too.
Girl,
Sorry, I
Grace
can't show
said
that
go
one.
on with the update. Now this is a commercial
know,
break,
right?
great Grace. It's a commercial break. Give
They
us a break now.
Okay, I'm going on with
Too cute.
So, like I was saying, they had a couple of stipulations that they entered today and was made admissible. Exhibit 1001, that stipulation was already agreed upon. It was actually just stipulation to the witness. Her name was something Apache. She was an assistant his name was Apache. He was assistant manager at the Sheridan Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois. That was moved into evidence. Exhibit 1003 was evidence of phone numbers belonging to the American Airlines. Exhibit 1007 was Richard Ray. He had a relationship to that to one of the accusers that had testified, Stephanie. They had dated for about 4.5 years after she had a relationship with Rob. She told Richard that Rob recorded her when she was 17, made multiple videos at his studio near the Cabrini Green projects, and that he had her perform sex acts on him while in the presence of others. So that's what Richard Ray will be testifying to.
Isn't that a hearsay?
No. So it's only hearsay is if Richard Ray was testifying to something that Stephanie told him that Rob said, because that's third party. But because it's direct, it's not hearsay.
That's a bunch of cockalaki.
So Exhibit 1009, Jerry Ortiz. She's going to be testifying to she's going to be called as a witness in regards to Sonia. Sonia was the radio intern that said she was at the studio for 4 days, but she went 2.5 days without eating or being able to come out of the studio. They were BFFs. Remember, she was the one that was with Sonia when she met Rob at the mall, and they took that picture that she held on to for 18 years by the tour bus. And she's basically just going to be, she'll testify about what her friend called her and told her within those 3 days or 4 days of her being locked at the studio. Also, they make called Charity Torres. If y'all remember, Sonia also mentioned that while she was in the studio, she called her. Charity is going to testify basically to the same things that that Sonia was locked in the studio, that she called and said that they took her belongings. They took her belongings, but I don't understand. If they're going to take your belongings and they want to really take some shit to make you, why wouldn't they take the phone to stop you from calling people to telling people that they taking your shit? Excuse my language. But do that make sense? Why would they not take your phone instead of taking your luggage? What can they possibly do with the phone that they can't, with the luggage? Okay, but she's going to testify to that, and she's also going to say that she was so concerned that she tried to get she wasn't financially in a good financial situation, so she tried to get her mom to get Sonia a plane ticket home. However, it was too expensive, so she couldn't. They both going to testify to after she did return home neither one she spoke to neither one of them about whatever happened, but she did say she never wants to see Rob again. So that's 3 of the 5 of the exhibits. And then they call the next witness. Again, this is more just basically exhibits, all exhibits, even though it's a witness on the stand. His name was Ryan Chabelle. He's employed as Homeland Security Special Agents, the Trafficking in Persons Group. He investigates human trafficking and smuggling. He's been doing this since 2017. Prior to this, he was a police officer in Virginia and then a detective. He participated in the investigation on Rob. He says July 10, 2019, they conducted surveillance at the Deerfield, Illinois resident inn. They were surveillancing him. Exhibit 526 shows a picture of George Kelly and Rob Kelly. Rob was in red. George was in a white t-shirt. He was holding a black book bag. They also seen George holding the book bag. They both went out of view of the camera, but when they came in, they were still with the bag. Rob got into a gray Mitsubishi SUV and left. George left in a Jeep. After that, they did conduct a search on the Trump Towers. However, they did not recover that black book bag. They did find another stipulation. This is an excerpt as to the stipulation on what they trying to admit into evidence. It's 4 iPads and multiple phones was recovered from the Trump Towers. iPad A contained video and photo of sexual contact of Alex, Dominique, Jane, Anna, Joy, Faith. This is all between January 2017 to February 2018. But then you got to post a picture of the turquoise shirts in my group, please. Go ahead.
Okay, they said those that want to purchase the t-shirt, you should just go into info@fmp4u.com if you want to purchase the t-shirt. This is not the drawing, but if you want to purchase it on your own. Okay? Got it?
You got to show both.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions about the evidence that they're submitting so far? Did I read it too fast? Yeah, Daddy Lola. One man, all women, but they were all legal. They asked did they look for that book bag. He said he did, but it was never recovered. Another excerpt to the stipulation is Howard Gross will testify that Rob leased a storage in Gurnee, Illinois. They conducted a search on that storage January the 9th, 2020. They recovered. Now, y'all remember Azriel on Precedence that she said there was tons and tons of iPads and this and that. They found 2 iPads and 1 iPhone. Multiple hard drives was recovered. They didn't say, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you have some people following, but its battery is dead. It's going dead. They said it's something about that black bag because they asked again during the search in 2020, was the black bag recovered? No. During the July 19th or the 2020, was the bag recovered? No. And then they began to distribute transcripts in a binder to all the jury. It's of the audio recording. We did not hear the audio recording today, but the jury has the transcripts of what it said on the audio. The video that they showed today, it was just just a couple of seconds long, maybe not even a whole minute long. But it was a video that was from BET. Rob did a special when he first came out with Aaliyah. And I don't know if you guys seen it, but Rob is talking to the cameraman, and he's saying that basically he has a new artist. Her name is Aaliyah, and he says in the video that she's 14 years old and she's in the studio and she's singing her song, and then the video cuts off. So, because the point that they was just trying to make is that he knew her age when he was working with her at 14. Then they showed another exhibit. It was basically Aaliyah's CD, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. They opened it up and showed that the credits for producing the album went to Rob. Then they tried to ask about spousal privilege. They asked the agent, "Are you familiar with spousal privileges?" And the defense objected. The judge sustained it. Exhibit 948A, 948C. The defense objected to those. And this was the first time ever he's objected to any evidence being admitted. And he objected. They did a sidebar, and I guess it wasn't allowed because they proceeded on to the next question.
What? You sustaining stuff? What?
Yeah, she did.
What? For them? That's a miracle.
So she proceeded, and then exhibit 828A and B, exhibit 965D, and exhibit 804 was shown. Exhibit 804 was the certification of annulment record. That was done October the 18th, 1994. And in it states in the exhibit 804, it says that the defendant admits to paragraph 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. You guys see it? For anybody that's trying to get their t-shirts, that's where you will go. Subscribe. So again, exhibit 804 was the certification of annulment certificate. And that was dated October the 18th, 1994. The defendant admitted to paragraphs 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. One was parties, Aaliyah Halton and Robert Kelly were married August the 31st, 1994. Another was August the 31st, 1994, they stopped living together as husband and wife. Another was parties had no children, nor was she pregnant at the time. Another was they had not cohabited as husband and wife. Exhibit 403 was found in the storage unit on January 9th, 2020. It was a receipt from Nike Town in Chicago from 1999. I don't know.
He doesn't throw things away, huh?
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
What's your room number?
This one here?
Oh, that's this.
This
Yeah.
332.
332.
332. I hope I'm not on somebody.
Anybody got any questions about that?
Nike receipt.
But how on the pastor? So the pastor said he didn't put it in, but he said Demetrius took it because you have the choice. You can either send it in. Remember, I tried to give y'all the example of when Yandy married Mendices from Love and Hip Hop. She had got, after they signed, she never sent the paperwork in, so they wasn't official. So that's pretty much what Demetrius did. Instead of him allowing the pastor, the minister who officiated the wedding to actually send it out, he said that they'll do it. So,
But they went to the media first.
yeah, they took it to the media. But so they also.
So remember, they were saying the parent did it, right?
Well, the father is the one who initiated the annulment.
That's what they said, right?
Yeah.
at the court?
Yeah, the father. And Rob was the defendant in that case.
I thought he was a plaintiff.
No, he was the defendant. Did you
You
know
said he
that?
was a plaintiff.
No, he was the defendant.
How you say he was a plaintiff?
Did you? He's the defendant.
You said he
The
was a
defendant,
plaintiff.
the defendant admits to paragraph 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, the defendant here,
Okay.
but he was a plaintiff at the for the divorce.
Okay, so exhibit 965D was a Google map. And basically the Google map only showed the distance from the Nike store to a hotel in Chicago. And they wanted to show that the hotel was in one block of each other. They haven't gotten into the relevance of that. They just basically announced the exhibits. Exhibit 405, 406, 408, 408D, 415, 415A. These were all items obtained from the storage unit. 405 was fax cover sheets for the chocolate factory. It was time sheets from Tom Arnold dated March 23rd, 2004. It was a 7-page fax, and it basically it also included Nick Williams, the last person that testifies, time card. And exhibit 408 found in the storage FedEx envelope. Inside of that envelope, there was just paper message slips. So y'all remember those the message slips where someone called, take down the name and things. That's what was on there. So it had names on it, and it was dated back to December 13, 2003. Exhibit 408D, Sonia, a message from her October the 12th, 2003 was on this slip. Another message from Sonia, December the 3rd, 2003. So they're basically showing, they basically just showing, trying to just submit something to say that she called the studio. She called a lot of times to the studio. Exhibit 415, FedEx marked old messages. Exhibit 415A was another message from Sonia on March the 22nd, March the 16th, March the 21st. Each of them had Sonia's name on it and last name on it. Prior to coming to court, they asked that he review electronic file for the number ending in 6916. They said yes. That was an AT&T landline. It was used from January 1st, 2001 to 12/31/05. Is when the calls ranged. They went over all of those calls that was dialed for a period of time from them from that phone number. However, I did not take down all of those numbers because they were not saying who they were from and who they were to or what it was in regards to. So Exhibit 70A, they showed a photo of Geronda. Exhibit 820, they showed the DMV record for Geronda. Her application date for her ID was April the 22nd, 09. She was born April the 19th, 1993. So it says that she was almost 16 years old when she applied for that ID. They asked him if he had a chance to review Exhibit 210. Yes, it was a Virgin mobile number. Exhibit 210S, phone number 708-337-9300. That was a screenshot left on the phone that was said to be Rob's phone number. They do not know if Rob called her or she called Rob, but it was on January the 23rd. Did not say a year. They couldn't tell from the screenshot. If it was an outgoing or incoming call, they couldn't tell.
It says incoming on the
It didn't.
thing.
It's an old phone. This is way back then.
I used to work for a cellular company.
Okay, this particular one, it didn't say. That's
They
all
phony,
they had on
y'all.
there.
They phony. They fake.
I don't know if they, but my question
How
is,
convenient they don't know.
but my question is, and Sylvia bringing it up, was those phones even taking screenshots then?
No.
Cause I seen that. I'm
No,
just like,
they didn't do screenshots.
I don't know if I guess what they were saying was they took a screenshot of what was in her phone, but it say, I don't know. I don't know. They took a screenshot to show that Rob's phone number was basically in the phone. And I can tell y'all right now, the call, whether she called him or he called her, it lasted like, it said 53 seconds. So
It's just a dial. That's not even a
could be
phone
enough time
conversation.
for somebody to call, get the voicemail, and her to leave a message. We don't know if she really spoke to him.
No, not even a full message, is it? Right?
No. And then we have exhibit 466, 408, 417, 432, 432C, 433, 433A. These were all in exhibit 466. Pink reminder slips they found in the storage. There were several slips from Juice, December the 6th, 2002, January the 10th, all the way to January the 10th, 03. There was probably, I counted maybe about 10 plus or more of the slips. So basically, you guys, in his storage, he had FedEx envelopes. And inside of the envelopes, he kept all his receipts for almost every single thing. Some of this stuff go back to 92. He literally had his receipts from 1999. And he kept them all separated, and it was very organized the way he had some of this stuff. So this is what she talked about. He had iPads after iPads after iPads. No, he basically had message pads, not iPads, message pads and shit like that. Wasn't no iPads. The statute of limitations doesn't come into play on anything. Most of this shit is stupid. Exactly, and I gotta sit in there and listen to this stupid shit. Oh, well, she said it first.
You said it 3 times.
I can't see it. Need the link for the t-shirt because it goes away. Okay, so again, it was them little pink slips, them while you were away slips, and you leave a little message and stuff. So that's what was on there. They said some was bundled into batches, and then some was just loose inside of the envelopes. Some of the envelopes had dates on the front of them. Some of them didn't. They asked, was he familiar with Juice? He said yes. Exhibit 825 is a certified DMV record. She was born January 1985. So that means she was 17 in December 2002. And the reason they did that is that they was trying to prove that the while you were away slips that was left with Juice's name and phone number to return the call or whatever. She was 17 at the time, so but that don't mean nothing. So she was 17 when she called. What does that mean?
She was 17.
She was 17 when she called his studio.
Oh God. You can't call a studio if you're 17?
No, they was, so exhibit 417 was some more messages that they recovered. Those same messages. This was like, oh my God, really? Exhibit 432, envelope recovered in storage. This envelope said messages on the front of it. So it was some more while you were away slips. Exactly. It could have been a whole, she said it could have been a whole Apple store in there to wait. Here she go. Look. I told her if she laid down, I was hopping in that bed with, don't even look. Don't try. She trying to try. Look, that don't make no sense. They can see you now. Okay, wait. Okay. So now y'all can see her. If she lay down. Okay, so shoot. Let me see. Exhibit 432 BC is messages from Juice inside of the envelope. And these were dated November the 29th and 28th. There was no year. They reviewed messages from 423 from what? He remembers, he thinks that this could have been 2003. So they gave him something to reflect his memory. And these messages all came from September of 2002 all the way to November 2002. Or November, didn't give the year. Exhibit 433 was FedEx envelope rights. On the front of the envelope, it says Rob messages dated December 02. So there was another stipulation that was brought in. It's going to be Exhibit 10A, B, C, 11A, 11B. These are basically Walgreens business records for prescriptions. Exhibit 10C is Walgreens record number. So y'all know you get them little cards, you put in your phone number and you get those rewards. So that's what that pertains to. Exhibit 11A, 11B is the prescriptions for Jane. Exhibit 911B identifies the Walgreens award balance that was used to buy Jane's prescriptions. The stipulation is in regards to the Walgreens employee, whether Walgreens maintain the records. Well, she was basically saying that Walgreens maintains records for up to 11 years. They maintain the records for Rob for Valtras. After 2008, they would have anything for 2008 and above. Any other herpes medication, also they have the prescriptions they also have prescriptions that was called in directly from the doctor's office. The awards number used is associated with that particular transaction and name of address of the said person. So basically they trying to say, well, can't say that it wasn't his because whoever called it in used his awards number. His awards number is linked to a name and a number or a person that's linked to him, or it was his. The judge made all of that admissible. Exhibit 910A is another they showed the Walgreens record for images of the actual prescription of, I spelled this how I was going to remember how to pronounce it for y'all. Valsiculaver. Hold on, I'm gonna try this again. Hold on, give me a minute. Valsiculaver. I wonder what I was trying to say. It's called Valpsych. I know the first words is Valpsychlever. Whatever. Yeah, Valpsych. And I'm just guessing. I don't know. But if you look at Valtras and you look at that, I think that's just a generic form of the Valtras. And we all know that the doctor testified. Rob was tested. He did a culture. It was negative, but he treated him with this the herpes medication. And once he felt like it cured it, he just assumed that that's what it was that he had because it cured it. Also, I noticed with these prescriptions and things. Okay, so I remember we're in 2021. He was arrested in 2019. However, these prescriptions is all from like 2008 or 2011. If he had this, if herpes doesn't go away and that's something that you can't get rid of, there's no cure for it, where is the prescriptions for something for 2018, 2017, 16, 15, all these missing years? Where's the medicine? So I don't know. And then they also show that there was 3 prescriptions that was called in for Jane. They used Exhibit 910C shows the reward card used. And this reward card was under June Brown or Van Polen. Exhibit 911A and B was a picture was Jane. Exhibit 909, August the 14th, 2015, her medical records. Jane was 17 at the time. She was also, this was about the 3 different medications she was given, and she was given that Valsiculaver as well. Again, I don't know, but I think that that's a generic form of the Valtrax. Yeah. I still, when I go in the stores where I live, I use old phone numbers that I don't even have no more, but I used to, or somebody else's. So, oh, that's how you spell it. Yeah, I was way off. Okay. This particular, another exhibit, this balance reward card was in Juice's name. It was also used for Jane's prescriptions. Exhibit 935A It's basically a subscriber record for an iCloud account used by Victoria Coates. We haven't really talked about Victoria Coates, so I'm guessing that's something that they're going to get into more tomorrow. 935B is a printout image recovered from the iCloud. It's obtained. It was pursuant to the search warrant. The printout image, it was basically just a screenshot of the front of a home screen of an iPhone. So you know how you got the time and then you see all the notifications? That's what that was. Oh, they confirmed too that Jane was Mama Bear today. Let me get that out there. She was the Mama Bear. Who they refer to? That might be news for somebody. I don't know.
Mama Bear, but that means she wasn't her hostage. Is she gonna be Mama Bear?
She was Mama Bear because they during the search in the studio that they found some letters, and they found letters that she wrote and she signed it Mama Bear.
Wow.
On there. So
Wow.
and then exhibit 121A was just telephone records for a business that was certified. They exhibit 314. I'm not gonna go over all the numbers. That's the ones I have the information on. 314, located at the residence at Trump, was a certification of completion of basic training course. The Illinois State Police, May 23rd, 2018. Rob is licensed to carry. They asked, are you familiar with the lawsuit filed by Faith? Yes, on date May 21st, 2018. Lord, they had entered exhibits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 20. They entered 30 exhibits. What we found out is all the exhibits that start with 300 is stuff that they took from Trump. All the ones that start with 400 is evidence that they so-called collected from the storage. They asked if he had a chance to review all of that evidence. He said yes. Was there a safe? Yes. Was it locked? Yes. Were you able to access it? Yes. Were items found inside? Yes. Paragraph 2E in Stipulations shows that during the search in January of 2020, they recovered an Apple iPhone, and they recovered a lock safe as well. An Apple iPhone from the lock safe, and as well as handwritten letter and a document protector. I believe that's the letter I was just referring to. That's Jane wrote. Other documents were recovered in document protectors. Jane had wrote a 7-page letter. It was signed Mama Bear. And I just took a little part of what the letter said. It was 7-page front and back. She said, as a grown woman, I am embarrassed to wake up to my parents and others trying to hurt the image of R. Kelly. This man has been a great friend to me. And at the age of 17, I have never had sex with him, never performed anything sexual with others with him or around them. Exhibit 319. She wrote, hey, Bear, I know today was tough and hard. I know you will get through this. Your mother, Lulu and Aaliyah, is watching on you from heaven above, and you will get through this. Stay strong. Signed, Mama Bear. She also wrote him a letter, Exhibit 324, saying that she did not want to delete her entire email. But she will. She said, we're going to have to figure out something else. And that's what they ended the day. They also said that they will be going over some objections the defense have about some statements Don Russell made on a blog that they want to bring into evidence. Donnell Russell. That's it. That was all for today, y'all.
Woo! Did we get the numbers? If not, I'm going to sleep.
That was
22.
We need 22.
what? Oh, you said wait a
22.
damn minute. Okay. Okay, let me see. You're welcome. Does Azriel have herpes? So she said on the stand that she does. So if you just, how you make this go up, Sylvia? I can't scroll up to see the questions.
You don't need no more questions.
You
It's
ain't on here with
bedtime.
me. This me.
It's bedtime.
I'm on here with them now, right?
It's bedtime, so I mean I can go
Hold
to
on.
sleep. If you're gonna be talking.
So where are the inappropriate videos? So Little Mo, they haven't showed us the videos just yet, but from my understanding, everybody that was on them videos 2018, 2017 are all adults. This sounds like a straight up setup. Who would be able to visit the storage needs to be looked at. Who were able to visit the storage needs to be looked at very closely. Sylvia, don't eat tomorrow, lazy self.
Who said that?
Right.
Who said that?
Miss Fat.
Miss Fat.
Sylvia,
What?
come here. It was a question. Come on. Why this ain't a touch screen?
It's bedtime now.
I'm finna figure it out, y'all. She did that on purpose. What kind of charges the lawyers have to give the judge by Friday? No, those are not charges. Those is basically descriptions of what evidence for the jury so that they understand everything that's being presented to them. So it's not charges. You're welcome. I'm the one that got to get up and go sit in the courtroom tomorrow. Sylvia get to sleep. Thanks for you're welcome. Y'all are also welcome. Did everybody? I know y'all subscribe to FNP, but y'all didn't forget about mine, did y'all? I'm ready to start going live from my channel. However, Bree did give me the information, and I gotta go on there because she did tell me. Oh, somebody did ask. So my channel is ROUR Level News by Dottie on YouTube. Do you know how many witnesses? I don't know how many, but I'm guessing this is going to be the trial. It's going to last about another 2 weeks.
I mean,
You guys,
20.
you guys,
Freaking 20.
if you let me go up so I can answer another question.
You don't need no more questions.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You're wasting time.
Wait, she said, wait a damn minute. Okay, Ladine, I'm happy you made it home. I'm sorry, I'm just saying that. Can someone please put the link for Dottie's channel? Let me find the link. I don't know how to put the link in here.
I'll get it for you.
You on there?
I'll put it, yeah.
Okay, she gonna put the link in for my channel. Thank y'all. Rob, hang in there. Just a few more days you will be free. They can't come back from this. It's federal charges. Hey, exactly. Dottie, can someone please tell me who Juice is? Juice was one of his living girlfriends. She was way back. She came before Jane and Joy and all of them, so she's been there for a while. Thank you. Is the flower lady really going to show up as a witness? Oh, I don't know. I don't know who the witnesses will be for the defense. I don't know who the flower lady is, though. I don't know who she is. Who is Juice? Okay. Okay, I got you. I'm going to send you that direct link as soon as I finish this live. Is Juice testifying? You know, Mama Bear is not Juice. According to the letter, Mama Bear is Jane. And is Juice testifying? I don't know. I wanted to say the people that they speak on, they say the names of, is people that is testifying, but I don't know. Dottie, do you feel like the judge playing a part in this with the government? No, I don't think that she is, but I think that she may favor the government a little bit more. God will deal with them. It's just, I would now. Yesterday, you would ask me that question. I probably would have said something different, but today, because there were certain questions that the government was asking, and I feel like the candidate tried to object to it several times, and she just kept overruling it. But it was, to me, it should have been something that she should have sustained. It shouldn't have been allowed to been asked. But that's, my opinion. I don't know. A lot of the time, Kanik is objecting, and she's not really hearing his objections. So a lot of stuff goes through when it shouldn't have been. But in her defense too, he always has some issues with his mic sometimes, so he's kind of low. You say put up a link of a list of everyone is their names and who they are. Who do you mean? The accusers? I don't know about Joy. I don't know if Joy, and if she was, I think it would be for the defense. Okay, thanks, Dottie. Thank you so much, Golden Girl. Thank you, Cookie. If they do the raffle and they call my name. Oh, when you doing the raffle?
After we need 20 more people.
Oh, they waiting to get 20 more people and then they doing the raffle. So 20 more people.
I'm gonna go to sleep. Forget the raffle.
The defense should be coming up on Monday. I think the government is gonna rest come Friday. We don't have court Thursday, so we have it on Friday. Oh, okay. Yeah, she is. I don't know if she's testifying. They haven't said anything about the witnesses for the defense. Okay, you trying to follow the story, Trudy. Okay, I can help you. Just let me know whose names did you need me to write down? I can actually send you a message. Thank you, Michelle. I hope they have JP's sisters themselves. I don't know. It's on there. I used it. I don't know what's on here. Yeah, 20 more people.
Mm-hmm.
How long do panic attacks last? How long do panic attacks? Oh, they said the panic attack led to a mental breakdown. I don't know if I'm gonna be here next week, y'all. I've been here, it'll be 11 days. I don't know. I was thinking about that. I don't know if I'm coming back next week. Well, at least we know that he never slept with Aaliyah. I think it was to promote. It could have been and they very well can prove that it was probably just for a publicity stunt that he was talked into doing. I think it'll be easy to prove, but once everything happened in 2008, he could never come out and actually say that, and like people would believe him. They wouldn't believe him. So thank you so much. And we will need the deal. The prosecution has not proved this case. I agree. I absolutely agree. I'm gonna say goodnight over there.
How many we need now?
19.
Oh my God, it's like pulling teeth. Oh my God, I want to go to sleep. Oh Lord, have mercy. Please, y'all, get the numbers up.
The government said, for that witness. They played the video for her. Yeah, she had a panic attack and then she had a mental breakdown. So they decided not to question her. That's Jane Doe number 20. I just subscribed. I need to put my name in that for a t-shirt.
How you gonna put your name in a t-shirt? You already got a t-shirt on.
Why are you hating?
I'm not hating. Let the people
Let
be
me
able to
see.
get one. Come on now.
Nope. Okay, I have a question. Where is the 100 devices?
16 more.
There
people,
is
come on.
no 100 devices. There
It's a lie.
is.
There's no whole bunch of porn either.
Yeah. No. I'm finna do this. The news is making a prosecution is when it makes me sick. Yeah, they lying.
14 more.
14. I'm so sleepy. Oh my God, I'm so sleepy. Oh, wake up. I'm so sleepy. 14 more. Oh, my legs. I'm sleepy.
I won't mess with you. Lay down. Fall asleep. We'll leave as soon as 14 people.
Come on, 14 people. Y'all making me suffer.
13.
13. Come on.
She dying over here, y'all. Look.
I'm so sleepy. I'm sleepy. I want to go to bed.
But I'm the one that got to get up and sit for 8 hours in court tomorrow and take all of these notes.
11
Not
more.
her. She can
You
sleep as
can
late
do
as she
it.
wants
Come on,
to.
people. You can do it. Come on. Let's get on. 13. Woo! Shout out to the people in the back.
Somebody just text. What they say?
Why are you worried about the text?
10.
Because I'm answering questions.
This is not question time. This is bedtime.
What they say?
I don't know. I don't have the text. That's on.
It's on here.
It's on my iPhone.
Oh,
8 more people.
That's my
8 more
iPhone.
people.
is this where you are?
That's not my iPhone.
7 more people.
Can't you
Seven
look?
more
Can you
people.
look right here?
Ain't that important? They can go sit down.
Whoever sent that text, send it again. Said that came out wrong. So the government perjury.
6
We
more
should make a
people.
t-shirt about
Where my
you.
other phone?
When you go to Philadelphia, especially.
I hear it. I was so
I'm tired. We are so delirious. Okay, there it is.
We're almost there.
Come on now. How many people?
2
5?
more.
2 more. Yes. Come on, people. 2 more. Then we can do.
I don't know who Jane Doe number 20 is.
Okay, so now we're back to 3 more.
Somebody unsubscribe.
I think so.
Oh, dummy. I mean, y'all want to make me suffer, huh?
500.
Y'all
Yeah.
did it.
Okay.
Yes. Woo.
So now we get to do the raffle.
Okay, y'all. We don't even know who the fuck you people are. You need to be writing the people's names.
Ain't nobody else said they subscribe.
Angela.
I was just telling you, show me how to scroll up. You wasn't showing me,
Oh
so.
God. Hold on, people. Let me get the names. She wasn't even writing the names.
How did I get to?
She sucked.
Okay. Good night. Nobody on this phone. I don't think nobody on here subscribed, so I gotta do that. Oh wait, I gotta go back to Facebook.
Oh, sorry.
see. Your daughter.
What are they talking about?
That's what I was telling you.
I don't think they're talking to you. They're talking to me again.
Okay, we finna do the raffle winners, y'all. Just so that it'll be on here. I know everybody is not on Facebook anymore, but yeah, come back to it to see who won. Did you do it? The link for the shirts. Is this where they go? No, this where they go. Where the
It's,
link at for the shirt?
they can go to info@fmp4u.com.
Okay, so y'all can go to info.fmp,
The number 4.
the number 4
The letter
dot
U.
com. Oh, nope. So info.fmp, the number 4u.com. I'm gonna put it in here. If you want to order a shirt. They put 20 up there. Fake panic attack. She was traumatized.
All right, we gotta let the shirt lady pull the name. Come on, young lady. Ready?
Here's 1, 2. That's 2.
Daddy won't be able to read the handwriting.
I can read. I done did all that reading. She gonna tell me I ain't gonna be able to read that
I
handwriting.
scribble people's name. Okay, there go 5 people. Ready? She gave me all 5 of them. See? Gave me all 5. Ready? First person is.
Can I borrow this? I need a brush. I need this.
I don't know how to say your name, but
Me either.
Camelia.
Camel. Okay, so Kamilyan.
Camelin. Are you still in here? Some
Okay,
people
we
dropped
said her
off.
name. We can always go back to it.
The next person is. Michelle Sanders. Michelle Sanders. Next person. Michelle. She said spell it again.
It's spelled.
There she go right there. There she go. There it is. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
So, what they gonna do? How they gonna do that?
Just email me your info, your size that you want it, and where you want it.
And the
sent
color.
to. The color.
Don't forget the color.
What you want it. If you want your name on it, and. Okay.
And Michelle Sanders.
There she go, right there, Michelle Sanders. Somebody put my email address in there, so thank you. Toya, you on it, girl. Michelle Sanders. All right, who's the next one? Got 3 more. Who's this one? Tammy. What the hell? I can't even read my own handwriting.
Garnett, I think.
Tammy Garnett.
I literally thought that said, you know, I'm tired. I am my own. I was breaking down.
Tammy Sleep, you said Tammy Sleep.
Tammy Anderson.
There's no Anderson.
It's
Garnett.
a G.
It's a G.
Yeah.
There she go right there. All right, we got Tammy. Tammy.
They ain't even put my name in here, and I subscribe too.
You're not part of it, ma'am. All
I'm
right,
gonna
the
take it
next
back and
person
make
you
you
can.
stay up later waiting on another subscribers.
The next person is Lovebug. Lovebug. Lovebug one. Where's Lovebug? Lovebug. 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 We need Lovebug. Come on out. Come on out, Lovebug. And then the final person. Who the final person is?
And I said I was paying for that T-shirt. So wait, I said I was paying for that 5th T-shirt. But if that final person ain't subscribed to my channel, I ain't paying for it.
You can't do that.
I'm just joking.
You can't do that. It's not nice. Okay, the last person is Star Child. Star Child. Star Child's the last person. Star
I think I
Child.
seen her in here. I think she woke.
Okay, if the Lovebug,
Is
are you
Star
up?
Child woke? She got the last T-shirt.
Star Child, where are you? We didn't say
Make
you
sure
have
y'all send. Don't forget to say the colors. What colors y'all want?
Tom said, wow, Sylvia.
He said what?
Wow, Sylvia. But that's not my fault. You kind of played the person that picked the names.
You didn't. He said I'm Star Child.
Oh, guys.
I think she's sleeping.
We didn't say
Or
that
she must
it
be
had to be
asleep.
up.
Yeah.
We can't take it from them. These are the
So
winners.
she her next live, she'll say the winner names again on the next live. And then I'll post it in my group too.
We have Lovebug, Star
Tammy.
Child.
Oh, it's Tammy Garrett. Not
Who said
yes,
Garrett?
she
We said
came up. Yeah.
Garrett.
No.
we said
We
Garnett.
said Garnett at first.
Oh, you said Garnett.
Well, I was trying to read your writing.
Oh wow, she gonna try to call it my handwriting. So we got Lovebug, we got Tammy Garnett, we got Camellia. How do you say your name? Chameleon Joe. We got Michelle Sanders
So the only one that didn't come on was
and
Star
Star
Child?
Child.
Star
No,
Child.
Lovebug not on there. Where Lovebug?
Oh.
Lovebug, where are you? So they're the people that won.
Nova like the gold. Which gold?
She said Sylvia right. Wait. She said Sylvia didn't write the name down.
No, she probably did, but y'all should see how she wrote them. They look crazy. You can't tell.
I wrote a whole bunch of names down.
The Nova, the white and gold, or this
This one.
rose gold? Oh, this one.
Nova didn't win.
I know she didn't win, but she said that she.
Oh, she wants to buy it.
This one.
Sylvie picking who name she. I didn't even pick nobody. Oh, see how they gonna blame me? You saw the lady stand up here, put her hand in and pick it out. All of a sudden, you talking about I picked it. I ain't pick out nobody. I'm Lovebug.
She love, but yes, I'm Star Child. And so this.
So
one,
I'm gonna put the name of the people who won the T-shirt in my community chat. Oh my God, dumb! I did not
I'm
pick the
trying
name
to
up.
see. If y'all put y'all names on it,
That would put it in the back. Oh
yeah, it probably should go under, I guess, R. Kelly.
yeah.
Maybe a different font. I'll keep picking up your pants. Okay.
That's not my
And you
pants.
got this. This is just pink, you guys. That's cute too. Didn't no guys do it, huh? Was this all just women? Cause we had some shirts for.
Oh
I
my
know
God.
I know Daddy Lolo want one. I like that shirt, and I like guys can wear this color too. Yeah, Dom, she did.
Okay, we're gonna say the win. I'm gonna type up the winners in the chat. We're gonna have more giveaways, people. He sound like the police. He sound like the popo coming in.
I think the mom.
You sound like the popo. Oh yeah,
they brought
another
shirt.
another shirt. Y'all, are y'all doing a raffle that one too?
You know, y'all got a person on their name, Shantae, so y'all will see her name.
I didn't see Shantae's name.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I didn't see my name, so that's a shirt.
It's another one.
I put Shantae's name in the
Oh, she didn't
beginning.
get
She's in your pic. I
Oh,
put her name. I put her name in there
Look,
beginning.
Shantae, you had them bringing us a T-shirt
I put
because
your
they
name in
felt
already.
they really felt bad and thought Sylvia didn't put your name
I did, Shantae. I
in
put
the
your name in
drawing. So they brought you a T-shirt.
I'm sorry. I was trying to tell you something. That one looking at my text.
So y'all good? I'm gonna put the winners in my group. She gonna announce the winners on the next live tomorrow.
Chrissy, I put your name. Oh my God, these people.
Everybody's saying
They your name. I put trust me, Shantae name went in there. She was one of the first. She was in the beginning. Shantae, Chrissy came in like the middle, like right around when you were saying some name. I'm not gonna sit there.
Oh, that's a lot of names.
I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not gonna
That's
sit
a
here and
lot
pull
of
all these
names.
names out of here. This is over. That's a lot of
You
names.
know what? She ain't going to court tomorrow. I am. So she can sit in her room and she can go through all the names.
Not going through no names.
Okay. And she
I'm
can
not-
verify.
No, we got all the winners already. We're not going.
She like, I'm not doing this. It's a lot up in here, y'all. It's a lot.
Look, I got all the names up in here.
Stop.
I'm just looking.
We got the names.
Yes.
We give away shirts.
Hey,
Stay tuned on FMP.
stay tuned to FMP. They're gonna be giving shirts out there on that channel.
Stuff, yeah.
Trust me, y'all. I got your name. I was writing names left and right.
Y'all just keep going on there requesting that they make some
And
R. Kelly mixes.
look for them. For those.
We need some R. Kelly mixes.
We will be. As soon as I get home.
They ain't playing
Oh,
them
wait a
though.
minute. They want a bonus. They want a bonus name. Okay. Want to pick out one more name?
All right, look, y'all. So y'all don't blame Sylvia for cheating. I'm gonna pick the name, all right?
How many names you picking?
How many you want me to pick?
How many more names? Okay, gonna do 3 more T-shirts.
I was told we could do 3. Yeah. So don't trip. Just because you don't get picked, I'm sorry.
I put it up here so we can...
Look,
Don't cheat.
I'm not looking. I'm gonna look away.
Don't cheat.
I've been drinking. I'm gonna let Dottie read this.
Latrice.
Latrice. There she go right there. Look, she just said her name. Look.
Latrice.
Look, Latrice. She said her
Yeah,
name.
Latrice.
Hey,
She won.
congratulations,
She
Latrice.
put her name and she... Okay.
All right, here we go. Watermelon. It's 500 pieces of paper in there.
I know it's too many. Tissa.
Is that a name?
That's her name. That was in the thing.
Congratulations, Tissa.
Tissa.
Yeah. All right, one more.
One more.
If I don't pick it, I can't pick everybody.
Y'all should move all the way to get a total of 10 now. That's 8. That's an odd number.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
so,
we'll go.
All right, we'll go to 10. So we got, this will be number 8, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do 2 more. Y'all lucky these
No,
girls.
y'all
are-
got 3 more. Oh,
No, this one right here.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be 8. Lynn.
Oh, she just won.
Lynn Khadijah.
Oh, yeah. Lynn Khadijah. No, she didn't win.
Okay.
Lynn Khadijah.
Congratulations, Lynn. All right, 2 more.
2 more, and then that's it. Did she go?
Rita said, I want my T-shirt.
I can't. Hold on. Let me open it up. This thing little.
Oh, one cool P. One Cool P. Yay!
Hey.
One Cool P won. Woo! Okay. One Cool P, the last one, y'all. Last person. Last person.
Woo, woo. It's the last one.
The lucky winner is
Secret.
Sister.
Oh.
Secret Sister won. Woo! Woo! Secret Sister got it. Y'all thought I didn't get everybody's name, didn't y'all?
There
She
y'all
says
go.
it's a happy birthday to me. That was her birthday.
So y'all don't forget, email with your shirt sizes, the colors. If you want your name on it, just send that email over to Sylvia, and we'll
Look at her,
contact
they want
y'all.
that.
Who not here?
Everybody's here. Dom, stop, Dom. Oh my
They say
God.
congrats. She want purple.
Purple.
That's
She
her
wants
favorite
purple.
color.
Make sure you email me,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
I'll forward
so we
it to
can
them.
just keep a track on it because
They
we're
can
gonna
send it
need
to y'all, right?
we're gonna need
So
all your full name and your address and everything.
put
Of
it,
course.
put an email that they need to send it to.
info@fmp4u.com. The number 4
And the letter U.
and the letter U.
That's where y'all send it to. Don't send it to me.
info@fmp, the number 4, the letter U.com.
Don't send it to Sylvia. See what Dottie just put in? info@fm as in Mary, P as in Paul, the number 4, the letter U.
Hey, Michelle, don't send your email. Email that link that I just typed in with all your information, and then we'll contact you.
Yes, it
Don't
is.
send it to Sylvia.
Don't send nothing to me. Y'all some hard-headed people. I said, don't send me nothing. Not ting. Not a ting. These are the people. Oh, those are the people right there. You need to. Those are, here you go. He coming back over here, so you know who.
Yeah, I gotta get up. I gotta be at court.
Look, this is the
tomorrow.
man that you sending it to.
Right
This
here.
man right
I
there.
got you.
He got you.
info@fmp, the number 4, the letter U.com. It's that simple, y'all.
So those are the name of the winners. Love Bug needs to send it to that email. Tammy Garnett.
Garrett.
Garnett.
It's late, y'all.
Garrett. Tammy
We
Garrett.
looking right at it.
Camellia Joe. Send it to that email. Michelle Sanders. Send it to that email. Star Jones. Let me stop. Star Child. Let me send it to that email.
Star Lord.
Travel the World says she don't believe you put her name in
Oh
it. You
my
been
God.
mean to her.
Oh my God. Travel World said her name 1,000 times. Oh, no, she said I was asleep. Oh my God. They said I was sleeping and tired. I didn't put their name in there. Okay. Latrice. Tissa. Lynn Khadijah. One Cool P and Secret Sisters. Those are the winners. I'm going to put it out there. And I'm going to give you the name of the person you need to send it to. And you put the color you want,
Your address, your name, where we supposed to send it to, your size, and if you want your name on it. Didn't I say that? Well, no, I said your name, full name, so we can put it on the mailing envelope. And then your whatever name you want on the back. That's if you even want a name. If you don't, you just want it to say Free R. Kelly, that's fine.
But don't start subscribing over there because they got giveaways and all that kind of stuff.
And
over
this
there.
is burgundy.
That's
If y'all like this not red. I know somebody thought it was red. It's burgundy.
That's the radio station, y'all. That's a real radio station, not a fake one. You guys did good. Everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Latrice came.
Thank you.
We should do like a hard. You would do that for them.
Oh, they're gonna have an R.
Look.
Kelly day, y'all.
They got an assortment of t-shirts. Yeah, like he got a assortment yesterday.
Oh
They
my
do.
God! Look at this girl. She said, "Sylvia, prove it." Lord Almighty.
They ain't so half the t-shirts we got, but we got to put something.
Happy early birthday, high maintenance,
T-shirts and
Daddy.
Oh my gosh. She said, "Prove it." She said, "I didn't put her name on there." Oh my Lord. How many times did you put your name on that thing for me to see? 1,000 times.
I'm glad y'all like the t-shirts.
Y'all.
Stop doing this right here, right? Service thing.
Yeah, this new.
Thing saw when we just did one.
Prove it.
Yeah.
You know what?
You know,
Well, usually it's over here. Most of my shirts have.
gotta be to the right.
Yeah, that rose gold.
Yeah, you just
I'm
one
gonna
person.
again. I'm gonna keep showing this one because this is my favorite. It's not even in my size, y'all. But it's my favorite. I like this.
Glitter in it.
Oh, we can do that.
You'll be able to see this free R. Kelly at night. If you walking in the dark somewhere, this one's still gonna pop out. I think that's why I like this one.
Bling bling.
And then the gold. It's nice too. See, gold. The color is
But y'all keep subscribing now.
that.
Don't stop, because you gotta get them to 1,000 subscribers. It ain't over till the fat lady sing, and I ain't singing yet.
Yeah, I see she's sleepy.
I'm not sleepy. I am sleepy, but I'm not sleepy.
Let them know y'all finna have a show on the radio station.
We're about to have a show on the radio station.
Look at this.
Dottie and I.
Hey, do y'all want to see? Because I know a lot of people say we make a good team when we not fighting and she ain't going to sleep on me. Would y'all like to see me and Sylvia do a little show together on the radio station? Let me know. What y'all think? What y'all think? Would y'all support that?
I hope so.
We gonna be talking about more than we're gonna be talking about R. Kelly, but it's gonna be other topics as well. So
all topics.
We're gonna be
And
talking about everything.
And I will DJ live for you R. Kelly songs and mixes while they do their show. We'll break and do like 10-minute mixes, and then you guys can enjoy all the R. Kelly music you want. I promise I will spin all his stuff for you. So if you want it, let them know. We'll make it happen.
Gonna make it happen, people.
Yeah, I know I'm wearing a t-shirt, but I like just subscribed. And she didn't put my name. She didn't put my name in there for sure.
I told you I was
No.
gonna
I
put your name.
subscribed.
No.
See me
Family is not allowed
She
to.
did
is
not
not
put
I
my
eligible.
told her I was gonna put her name in it. I told her I was not gonna put her name in it. I don't care.
That's not fair.
That is fair.
Family is not eligible.
Thank you. Tell her.
Y'all.
I told her I
Y'all
was not gonna
family.
put her name in there.
Get this one. We got this one for the guys.
You know what? No guys even won. That's
what I
not.
said.
That's not nice. The guys didn't win. Huh?
No. You had Daddy Lolo calling me. I want a shirt.
Daddy Lo.
I want a shirt.
Dom already said I cheated.
So what y'all think? Y'all think that'll be good? Oh, it's a couple people say yeah, they think that's gonna be a good idea.
Please email. Okay, give me the email again.
Post it.
What's the email? Info.
Bust it.
Before you
Bust
post
it.
it.
Info.
That's
Dot
what you
or
Oh.
no dot.
No, that.
At,
FMP,
Travel the World says so. I'm not family.
the number 4,
I subscribe.
The letter
to
U.
my
.com.
okay.
Ladiva, you got a shirt.
The Diva, stop it.
She said I subscribe.
The Diva, you got a shirt already.
Let me see the pink.
Where they gonna cut it?
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, Dom, don't stop. Dom, don't start.
That's
Okay,
the
all the winners, please go to my community chat. If you have any question, send your
It's the pink.
oh,
But y'all, to my understanding, if we don't have the color, because they gave out a lot of shirts today, so if you don't have, if you want a color and you don't see it or I'm not showing it, just let them know when you send that email.
Mhm.
So this is not just the only options you guys have.
Yeah, we're gonna put some more options up there. I got old shirts and stuff.
the color of the t-shirt.
What's the price of the
So,
shirt?
if you want, they want to buy a shirt.
The shirts are $25 if you just wanted to buy yours. The link for the shirts is
Info.
okay, hold on. To purchase. Okay, it's info.
At FMP number 4
For you.com.
.com.
Oh, you digging me, beat me to it.
And then tell them if they want.
Thank
like,
you.
Personalization is a little more like their name and stuff like that.
So he said that if you want to get it personalized, like if you want to add stuff to it, your name and things, it may be a little bit more.
But we'll talk
So
to them.
yeah, so just contact them,
Yeah.
and he said he'll talk to you about it.
Mhm.
Do you have a merch store?
Dude, they can go to the website,
website.
fmp4u.com.
fmp4u.com.
Just go to the website. We'll have it all up there.
That's what. What did he say?
No, if they go to the website, fmp4u.com, we'll have them up there. We'll have.
So that link, that same website,
Yeah.
is the website for the for all their merch. It'll be up there. Somebody asked, "Where's Joy?" I think she may still be in Chicago. They not speaking about. Oh, I'm sorry, where Joy is. She's not in. Well, I don't know if she's in New York or not. Well, actually, I would assume that she's been here. I mean, because Rob still get visits, so I would assume that she's came to see him. I don't know what that's saying.
Did you? You call Blue yet?
No, I was just showing you. I was just curious. Just tell me.
Don, who beat me?
It's up to you.
Don's just sleepy. He tired, just like me.
I had to go all the way back to what I read. I'm like, hold on. Wait, who beat me?
Okay, I think I put all the people named that won on my community channel. Yeah.
Now, y'all keep in
1,
mind, it's
2,
202 when I ain't reporting to.
There's 10 people that won.
What did they say? What they said about Don Russell was they had the government wanted to add statements that Don Russell had said on a blogger's channel, but I believe that the defense is objecting to that. So that would be something that they're going to be discussing tomorrow. That same special agent will be on the stand when we pick up tomorrow at 9:30. So I will make sure I find out exactly what that was, or make sure I keep, good notes on that to let y'all know tomorrow.
You never know what we might do tomorrow night.
I still gotta be here. Everybody eventually leaving me. I'm still gonna be here by my little lonesome self.
Dom, stop. We are not doing that in this channel. We're trying to be good, Dom.
Daddy Lolo, you right. It says it on the door. There's no witnesses allowed to be in the courtroom if they have to take the stand. And if they still want to be in there, they have to get special permission from the prosecutors for that. No, Val, she didn't call your name. I'm sorry.
Ah, there go Tis. She here. Tis, go in my what's the name? You won. Tis, you won, and we need love bugs to come out. Tis, you won. Tis came in and she won. Go to that website. I mean, go to the email and tell them your size, what you want, color, whatever you want, and
If you want your name on the back, and then they need your information so that they can mail it out to you. Somebody on there. Did you travel the world? Did you type in the correct email address? Well, not email, but the website address? Because they saying they don't see the merch.
the number 4
Dang.
is not up there yet. It's not up. It's not up.
Okay,
yet.
hold on. They have
So,
it's okay, so it's not up there yet. Travel the world.
She's false
They're gonna be-
advertising.
They false flagging.
No, you false advertising.
How? I
You
didn't
told them
know.
something that wasn't there.
They said, "What's the merch store?" I asked, and that's what I got. It's gonna be
He
there.
said it's going to be
It's
there. That's what
going
he
up,
said. He
I
said
guess,
it's going
you know,
to be there. He
They
didn't say
putting
it's
it
there.
up. They putting that stuff up because y'all have to understand this was a special event that they were doing for us. So
Yes.
they wanted. So this wasn't something that that they just had. This is something that they took the time to say that they believe in his innocence as well. I've been telling them every day, speaking to them more and more about what's going on in the courtroom. They watch the videos and they basically just say like, yeah, we want to come out and support. And to my surprise, they brought the t-shirts and stuff with them. So I thought that was really dope. They gave some out to the supporters that was willing to stop and talk to them just to get them some information so that they able to go back and put on their channel and try to help us spread the word. So they went a step and beyond because they could have just took everybody's, heard everybody out, took everybody's statement. They could have just posted it. But just for doing that, we got t-shirts. So it was a win-win. Golden Girl said she told you Lugbug was out of the country and she was filling in for her.
Ah! Lovebug was in here. How she gonna be out of the country? She was just in here. You know what, Golden Girl, you too much. Lovebug was in here.
Still saying I'm Lovebug. I'm the star child 1, 2
Look,
times.
Lovebug was in this chat. That's how come we put it in there, because she said subscribe. All of you guys that was coming in, subscribing.
Good
I was
night,
writing your
Katrina.
I was writing your name, and y'all claim I wasn't writing your name down. Yes, sure was.
She had about 500 pieces of paper in that bag.
No, it
y'all.
wasn't 500 because it was 5 until it wasn't a total. It was 4 because they had 192 already.
She got it down. She like it was 192.
No, it was 4 something. It wasn't. No, it was less than 4 something. About
That's the foot.
yeah, it was about 3 something. I put in there. I know when my finger was hurting.
308.
You wrote down 308. Oh, well, that ain't shit. Look,
No.
that ain't nothing compared to
You wrote down.
what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
you've been writing way more than what I've
Look,
done.
y'all, I filled up my book today. I filled up the book. This is all notes from court. A whole book. And this
Then
is,
she stole another book that didn't belong to her, and she started writing in it.
what's today's date? Today is the 15th. This, I started this on the 31st. If we minus the weekends, what is that? What, 10 days? I literally, this is,
Then she stole
10
this
days.
one. No, the 18th. This one.
no, but I've been doing this since the 31st. It was Tuesday, the 31st of
Then she had
August.
stolen paper right here.
This whole book is filled.
Then she stole my book right
Front and back.
No,
Filled.
that's the 14th.
Well, on Monday.
Monday was it?
It's crazy. So luckily, Sylvia left her thing in my purse
She stole it.
because I would have missed out on a lot of notes. Y'all would have been mad. So I went and look, even more. This all in one day. So if y'all wondering why these lives be so long, this is why. So already half of her book. This will probably be filled. Well, I don't know if I'm coming back next week, y'all. So
Somebody got to come back next week.
Carolyn said, how long are we going to be in New York? I will be here until Friday.
I'm leaving. Can't tell y'all.
But everybody else leaving me, so I'm going to be here by myself.
We can't tell y'all when we're leaving because we got to keep it a secret. Because people be...
She got to keep it secret. I don't have to keep it secret.
Yes, you do. You don't want people to know.
Ain't worried about nothing.
Now, look, let me tell you something. Somebody came up to her.
Said, baby, you been on it. Thank you. Thank you.
She's doing it, and isn't she, Broadway? She's doing it well.
Okay, what can we do to get? It said, what can we do to get you back next week?
Pay some money. That's what you could do. Let's just be honest. Nothing happens in this world without money.
I didn't even get the question out of my mouth.
What happens is, and then you got to ask her husband the okay? That's the other thing. Money makes the world goes round. Don't let it fool you now. Y'all want her to stay? Y'all put some money in her cash
Thank you,
app.
Daddy Lolo. I be trying.
Put some money. We're not doing all that.
No, he said I take some good notes.
Yes, she worked hard for her money. So you got to do her right. That's a song, ain't it?
Man,
isn't that a song?
Yeah.
You work hard for her money. Yeah, you got to do her right. So you need to put that money in her pocket, okay? Y'all, let me tell y'all something about you people.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you,
I'm going to act
Keisha.
Okay, we know she do a good job. Put your words where the money's at, okay? All right, that's what we're going to do. She don't like me saying that, but I'm telling y'all the truth. What is it? A closed mouth is never fed, okay? So she don't open up her mouth, y'all not gonna feed her. So I'm gonna open up my mouth for her.
Man, Daddy Lolo, I can't. So when y'all be asking like, what does he be looking like, and what is his expression? I couldn't tell you because
she's writing notes, but I could tell you what he looked like.
I can't look up.
She didn't even see him cry. I did.
I missed all of that. I seen him doing this.
This is what he looked like.
Oh, y'all want to hear him sing? Yeah, y'all want him to sing? Yeah.
You gonna sing? Come on, let's hear you sing. Come on.
We can't hear you.
Come on, sing. You sang for me before. Come on, you sang for me.
Yeah, he did. He
sang for me on the phone.
Y'all want to hear him?
There's something in your eyes, baby. Just telling me you want me, baby. Tonight is your night. Oh, yeah. All right,
no, let's keep it going. Woo! Y'all heard him singing, right, guys? He serenaded y'all.
Inbox me your cash out. Oh, Carolyn, that's so sweet.
You said you send her some funds, check your email. Okay.
Daddy Lola said, okay, I hear you. Look at Don. Okay, tonight is your night. They stay finishing the song for you in the chat.
Oh, really? Thank y'all.
Daddy Lolo said challenge. They said, goddamn free kills. I don't know why he acting shy.
I ain't acting shy. It's 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, one more time. One more note. We want one more note. They want one more note from you.
What's another one, y'all? Give one. Wait. What's another song? Not the same song. What's something else y'all wanted to sing? No, it wasn't Joy. Well, I don't know who it was. It was Jane Doe number 20. But what's another song y'all wanted to sing before they leave? Carolyn, soon as actually, hold on, I'm gonna put it in here.
Come on now, y'all.
Yeah, what's one of Kale's songs y'all want him to sing? Yeah.
Sing I Believe I Could Fly.
Oh,
Do you know? That's my favorite song. That's my favorite song. How you not know that song? That's my favorite song.
Somebody said slow dance.
Slow dance. How about slow dance?
Slow dance. Slow dance.
One here.
Whoa. Hey, Mr. DJ. Why don't you slow this party down?
Slow it down.
Don't mess up the song. Don't mess up the
The
song.
ladies in here are fly.
Trying to get everybody said.
Come on, you're supposed to finish the song. Don't be stopping at that point.
You want me to sing the whole
No,
song?
Okay.
you don't stop like that in the
Okay,
mid-air.
do you know when a woman's fed up, they said? Okay, hold on. Yeah, we gotta give him some backup music. Sylvia, what you doing on there?
We are not putting music on here because you're going to ruin up the whole thing. No, we're going to end
You
this
gotta hear it
live.
over there.
No,
You
it's
gotta
gonna
sing it
it's gonna-
acapella. You can't because it's gonna end live.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know the words to that no more.
Okay.
I don't know the
You know
words.
happy people?
Dottie, it's bedtime.
Yes.
You stop all that trying to sing stuff. It's nighttime.
Oh.
Don't you put no music on.
All right, y'all. They say they tagged. They said beautiful. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, somebody just send you this. Let me send it to you.
Have a good night. I'll be back here tomorrow. I promise. I know I promised yesterday, but tomorrow I will be earlier. It will
Okay.
definitely be earlier.
And
Thursday we don't have court, so maybe Thursday before Sylvia leave, we could go over some
Why you
stuff.
telling people when I leave?
You'll be gone.
No, why you telling people on live where I'm leaving?
She not leaving Thursday. Friday when she leave,
Oh my God, Dottie. I told you I'll be telling people my business.
we'll go over some. We were supposed to do something. Anyway, no, that was me and Dom. Dom, where you at? We supposed to go over the words to I admit. I mean the song.
Okay, ma'am, check your thing. I just sent you something.
No, tonight.
Okay, check your email.
Okay.
Koopy, I just sent a.
Just
Just say thank you. Say thank you to Koopy.
Who?
Koopy.
Oh, thank you, Cool P. I really appreciate you.
I know. I just we got it. 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 We got it.
And my wife be going crazy in the car. She saying, "Wait, hey, tell Dorothy sing and do it." You know all the words.
When is the next show? We're gonna do that.
Y'all
We're
think I wrote
getting ready to do
them
that.
Yeah, she know all the little, when you be singing fast and shit, she know all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know how to rap. Right. She doing the rap, man.
Where can we find to do the dash? What dash? What's she talking about?
To do the dash.
To do what dash? What dash? What dash? Vindictive.
I don't mean it. That's why.
It's coming. Wow. I brush for you.
Didn't her use Sylvia? Huh? Didn't you hear? Did you say? Didn't you hear me? The bare minimum stream song. The bare minimum stream song. I'm confused. Oh my God, y'all.
She gonna say your room. Yeah, it's my room, huh? It's so crazy.
I don't know.
Lewis song? Who's Lewis song? Who's Lewis?
Whoa, wait. What is that about Lewis? Lewis song.
I left the other one in the car.
John Doe #1 song.
I don't know about John Doe #1 song.
John Doe Lewis.
I don't know none about his song. I don't know none about his song. Good night, LaBelle. I don't know nothing about his
Oh,
song.
shit, but I'm really.
Did the numbers go up some more?
Yeah.
Let me check. I'll check right now.
Guys, y'all gotta still keep subscribing over there. It's not the end.
Yeah, 510.
So, man, he put that mix up there, though.
I'll put it up there.
Y'all start trying to show this shit gonna go to about 20.
Daddy Lola, I ain't say tomorrow we resume. Did I say that?
Oh, you can,
I mean, I'll check. If I put the mix up there.
where can I send you my email or phone number? Trudy, who you want to send it to? What's it for?
Put it in mine, and if I'll give it to Dottie. Send it to me. Sparks1565@gmail.com. Sparks1565@gmail.com.
Oh, see, I wasn't there that day he testified, so I don't know about that song. I didn't hear about it.
We read it. I didn't see anything about it.
Yeah, that's what Buddy said. Yeah. He told me he was out here.
Well, yeah, I had to go because I had to get up to be able to do this. Do y'all want me in that courtroom falling asleep, half taking notes? I don't think
It's
so.
2:20. Oh
So
my
yes,
God.
I gotta go, you guys. I love y'all. Have a good night. Hope y'all enjoyed tonight. But I gotta go. I'm gonna be tired in that courtroom, and I can barely get coffee
Why is
in the
it
morning.
okay? Why is it 2:00 in the
I'm
morning? There's
sorry.
400 something people still in the chat. Do y'all go to
Because
bed?
they probably
Because it's
not
only
over
like 12
here, so
o'clock
it's probably
Central.
only 12 and 1 o'clock where they at.
In Vegas, it's 11.
These people do
Good
not
night,
sleep.
Cool P, and don't forget, email us for your shirt, okay? Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Go to bed, people. Go to bed.
2 hours.
But still, it's nighttime. Good night, folks.
Good
Y'all,
night.
all the people say good night.
Good night.
All right, bedtime.
Sleep tight.
She sent it already. She said, y'all.
If you gonna,
Baby, my love. Thank you.